I said that's boring
Okay,
for you.
we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome
Hey,
to
what's
Phase
up, guys?
2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Welcome to hear my guest.
Hey, I'm Sean.
Hey, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and we're going to talk about all the films from Phase 2, from Iron Man 3 until, like,
I'm
well, Ant-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
hmm And unfortunately, Parker will be able to join because he got to go to. Well, he said blame the dentist, which I said the same too, but yeah, blame the dentist. That's why Parker. Right, so yeah. But without further ado, let's get started. What first film of Phase 2, Iron Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
Before I give my thoughts, you guys give your thoughts.
Uh,
Sean, go.
let's see. I heard it was coming out. Really excited. I thought the plot was interesting. How they were, like what a phrase, piggybacking on the Avengers with Tony having post-traumatic stress or whatever. I think is what it's called, or panic attacks, really. Where every time Tony
PTSD,
mentioned,
yeah.
yeah, where Tony mentioned New York, he'd freak out, but it's like only 3 times, and people mention New York more than 3 times. Weird. The whole, all right, we're gonna the whole Mandarin twist. I thought was that I mean, I know nothing on the character or anything, so say what you will. But I went through another twist the previous year, so I didn't want to go through another fucking twist. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed Iron Man 3. Thought it was a lot of fun. It kind
Hmm.
of not really repeats, but it plays some of the same beats as the first movie, where Tony is put into a stranded area, doesn't really have his tech, and he has to find his way back to civilization. But so it kind of brings it full circle, really, because at the end,
Mm-hmm.
Tony does get his arc reactor removed. Okay, which okay, I'm not trying to think of anything. But I thought the villain was weak. I mean, it's all because Tony didn't meet him on the top on the roof. Okay, and he thought Zemo was bad. Um, but yeah, I just really loved it. I really liked this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. Is it better than the first movie? No, not even close.
No,
Nowhere near Avengers either. But yeah, I had a lot of
no,
fun with this movie.
yeah. Well, I'll give my 2 cents next.
2 cents. I'll take
I
two.
saw this movie in the theater back in 2013, and it was like, I was really excited. I love the character. I was ready to see another, awesome movie. When it started a little different. It started with the "I'm Blue Da Ba Dee Da Ba Da" song. And I'm like, okay, where are they going with this? And then they go to like 1999, and then you meet all the characters. But
Oh and yeah, I saw this. They show Jensen in that machine, which kind of reaffirms what he said in Iron Man 1, how they met in a technical at a conference in Switzerland. Like, oh look, there's where they met. Sabrina, that
yeah,
bullshit. That was cool.
I do have a lot of problems with the film. I'm gonna say that sequels, but yeah, there were three main issues I had with the film. Was the lack of Iron Man? Yeah, I get that is a problem. We needed more of Tony in the suit. I get it, but the new suits were cool though. The Mandarin twist. I know everybody hated that. I know it's one of the. I bet Josh would have ripped it apart, but Pierce did nothing for me in this film. The supporting cast did nothing for me. Guy Pearce or Rebecca Hall and whatchamacallit. Ben Kingsley was fine, but he should have just been the villain. You didn't need Guy Pearce. Never happened if you just got Guy Pearce out of there. He's just basically playing Edward Nigma from Batman Forever.
Oh, there's TV.
And third, well, it is it has more like
No.
it has more of a sense of humor than the second film. It doesn't have as much packed in things in there you didn't need. Like, I don't
So
know,
what
it's
are we
just
talking about?
Iron Man 3.
Gotcha.
Like, it doesn't have three
Mm-hmm.
villains, thankfully, but like I said, these new characters added nothing. And also Shane Black I thought was the wrong choice for the director. I know he's a good writer,
And good
and
director.
I think I heard The Nice Guys was really good, but here his comedy writing didn't work. Like some of the jokes fell flat. I liked the scenes with Iron Man and the kid. That was fine. Funny with the tits. I didn't need that. I was dumb. Guy Pearce's teeth. Being nerdy, and then Ben Kingsley. Going from his sounds like this, and it's like, oh my God, I'm just an actor. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't work. This is not a comedy. The only one that should be funny is Robert Downey Jr. because he's the star of the movie. He needs to be funny. He has a sense of humor, but he also can be serious at times, which he shows in this film. So I don't hate the film. I know a lot of people did. They were like, wait a minute. Movie, where's the rest of the team of the Avengers? Where is he? He's barely in the movie. But I wasn't bored. I had fun with the action sequences. That was done well. Favreau's the better director because the first two films you could tell that he had, and he put some of his self inside.
Iron 2 was Russian production. Remember?
Yeah, it was because of the studios. They forced him to make a sequel real quick before Avengers.
Well,
he had control here. It wasn't Sony interference or anything. It was him doing the film, and I thought, I don't know, just he shouldn't do a superhero movie because he's not really good at that. But anyway, it's flawed. I know a lot of people thought it was one of the worst films of that year. I said, no, I saw Man of Steel. I didn't like that at all. I know Sean loves it. That's fine. But I was bored to death with that.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Thor Ragnarok. Thor: The Dark World. I don't hate it. I know when we get to that, I'm going to defend it a bit because I don't think it's the worst thing ever. But Iron Man 3, it was a small misstep, but it wasn't like Spider-Man 3. Some people say that killed the franchise. At least this didn't kill the franchise.
Indeed.
Iron Man 4. I'm glad that in Avengers 2 we got more Iron Man. That was definitely worth it.
2 killed that franchise, but Iron Man 3 did not kill anyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, and fun bit of trivia.
Because it's not.
I got some trivia for you. Now I'm interrupting, John, but did you know that before Guy Pearce was actually casted, originally they wanted Jude Law to play Killian?
I think he would have been a little bit better because Law would have probably did a more subtle performance. With Guy Pearce, he's shoved down our faces. He's not has no presence as the villain. He's just breathing fire like a dragon.
That's pretty funny.
That was stupid.
That's pretty cool.
Cool, people that can glow and they blow fire. That was cool, but him doing it just rubbed me the wrong way.
Here's why I would have liked if they got Jude Law, because we would actually seen Holmes and Watson basically fight each other. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I would have liked that better. Because I'm not a fan of Guy Pearce. I never watched Memento that Christopher Nolan did. I don't like Lockout or was it Lockout or
I don't know.
I think it was Lockout. That came out that year.
Movie he did in 2012. No, I didn't see that. I'm not a fan of him as an actor. Yeah, Rebecca Hall served no purpose. I miss Scarlett Johansson. I'm sorry.
That movie died over in space.
And by the way,
yeah, but with a PG-13.
Speaking of Holmes and Watson, give me my Sherlock Holmes 3, goddammit.
I have to still see those. I haven't seen those yet.
Both were good.
Robert Downey Jr. and Don Cheadle, they're still together in this film. It's good. It's good to see them together at the end with all those suits. That's really cool. I like that visual. Kind of giving the extremis thing to whatchamacallit, the Gwyneth Paltrow. I didn't hate it. I know some people were like, "Oh, she has to save him at the end," like
awesome.
Catwoman did in The Dark Knight Rises with him from Bane. But it didn't bother me. I'm just glad they didn't kill her off.
Yeah, I heard that too. That was awesome.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of kill her off, the moment where they do kill her off, I literally felt bad because Tony was like inches away from catching her.
What?
And then it's like,
it's in Spider-Man 2. That was done worse because
Spider-Man 2 was pissing out, but that was always.
Okay, so here's the difference between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Iron Man 3. I actually cared about Tony and Pepper. I didn't give
I do. Because the two of them have good rapport.
Yeah,
they were in 4 movies together. You had first 2 of Iron Man movies, her little bit in Avengers, and then Iron Man 3. So you grow to care about the characters. So by the time when Pepper almost dropped to her death, I was fucking almost near crying.
So yeah, I was crying too. I was 20.
I was like,
Same here.
Yeah.
he has everything he wants, sort of, and then it's taken away from him. I was like, holy shit, can't this guy ever get a fucking break?
Indeed.
Stop working.
And you remember Iron Man 3 for a second. Kind of like Iron Man 3, I saw it, and I loved it. Like, that's the problem. The Mandarin, Marvel, and Miss Hamlet, who cares? Like, one, I'm not a huge Iron Man fan. I love the movies, but I don't know the good character that much. And I mean, Iron Man 3, I think, was a fine movie. Now, was it perfect? No. Was it a good Iron Man movie?
No, it had a lot of
Iron Man 2. Yeah,
but I can handle them over. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a way worse sequel. That was like
the whole sequel.
I prefer that movie
That
over
was
this,
painful.
in my opinion.
Well, your opinion is weird.
Let's just not talk about that. Then we'll be here for 3 hours like last night. But oh well. This one should be shorter. But in conclusion, I think Iron Man 3, it's flawed. And I know a lot. It's not for everybody. I know that because Shane Black's writing kind of was wonky.
Shane Black is a good director and good writer.
Good director and writer, but not for an Iron Man movie.
Reviews, people compare this movie to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is another movie that Black directed with.
That's not a superhero movie though. It's like a
I'm just saying,
like a comedic crime thriller.
Main lead, the Christmas.
People actually compare this movie to Lethal Weapon, actually.
Movie, though, and that was R, so that kind of worked. Even though it flopped, critics liked it.
And also, as much as I would love to have seen more Iron Man, I kind of get why they held back, because it's a story about trying to prove that it's not the suit that makes Tony Iron Man. It's
Tony.
His wits and his like basically his wits and
his intelligence and his bravery. I get it.
Yeah, basically his intelligence. Really, it's not the suit. Because even at the end of the movie, when he throws the arc reactor into the river, he's like, "I am. You can take away my intelligence.
That's awesome.
My house. But the one thing is still remains. I am.
Yeah, I love that.
Awesome monologue.
That's still a great speech, even from the first film.
Thank you, Dark Knight Rises. You made me hate this villain twist. But yeah, the whole Talia twist. That's why I didn't like the Mandarin twist. But anyway,
Hear about Mandarin twist for a sec. I'm one of the people who like the Mandarin twist because it's unexpected, no one saw it coming, and obviously it was a huge surprise. Like I was prepared too, and I actually liked it. Now, do I agree with the Mandarin?
Yeah, some people laughed at it. I kind of laughed in the theater, but I was like, yeah, that makes pointless.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he should have been the villain, not Guy Pearce.
With the trailers, they were marketing it as this is going to be the darkest Iron Man in the movie, the series. Nope. Not dark at all.
Nope.
It's hilarious. Actually, it's got a lot of like comedy in it, especially when Tony's in that little town and he's dragging his suit in the snow, and he talks to that kid. Yeah, that's straight out of a comedy.
But that's pretty good.
But it's not stupid. It's not like it's not as stupid as like in Spider-Man 3 with the dancing or any of that. It's not that.
Or bad superhero movie.
Or like in Batman and Robin, the auction scene. That's so stupid. That credit card.
You know what? We'll be all day to talk about. We'll be all night. So what?
Yeah, we will. I don't want to be 5 hours long.
I'll go my rating.
Let's just say to end it. Yeah, Iron Man 3. Yeah, it has its flaws. It's not the best of the series, but
it's getting a good ending to trilogy, and I'll give my rating. I give Iron Man 3 my rating with 4 out of 5 stars. I still stand by that. I actually like this movie. Yes, I'm flawed. Yes, man, towards the unexpected. You know what? It's a fun movie, but the Grand Panther, when she said Iron Man, that was awesome. When she said Tony, that was badass. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad moment I've ever seen.
Okay. One small thing I don't get. Blowing him up in the suit doesn't work, but Pepper chucking a torpedo or whatever at him and blowing that the fuck up with the arm, that kills him.
Yep.
I do like that suit that he could control with his mind. That was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, I get the idea that they wanted to have Pepper say Tony was I understand that. But blowing him up in the small suit does shit, but yet chucking a torpedo or whatever at him and shooting that with the arc reactor hand, that kills him?
Yep.
I'm sorry. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, suspend disbelief.
Well, then they clipped it. They clipped the suspension cord of this movie.
Yeah, there were some continuity errors or some plot holes in the film. I get that.
I'm not complaining that Pepper saved him because he's pretty much been saving her ass this whole time. But it just made no sense to me at all. But yeah,
I know. And this is before the.
as far as my score, I'll give the same as Tevye, about 4 out of 5.
Wait.
Mm-hmm. I would say that it's like a 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I stood for it. The scene with him and Bruce Banner.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Scene. I mean,
where they were.
That was a pointless after credit scene. Actually, I thought the scene was very pointless.
Yeah, it should have been a deleted scene on the Blu-ray. It didn't need to be like it wasn't like great. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I mean, there were better scenes last year.
I thought it was funny though.
And in
I thought it funny too.
It says Tony Stark will return.
Yep. Yeah, funny.
He did.
But he's still wearing the suits.
Yep.
Weird.
You three gave your thoughts already.
Well, you can take on my toy, you take on my ass, but you next to the man. Who am I? Oh, my man. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing,
You three gave your thoughts already.
The credits, you have to do retro comic style, the theme song. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Emily?
Yeah. You three gave your thoughts. Okay, Iron Man 3. It's better than Iron Man 2.
Agreed.
Still not a great movie. It's fun. At times, this movie is very fun. This is a very enjoyable movie. I do enjoy this movie. People tend to compare this movie to Lethal Weapon, which I love Lethal Weapon, one of my favorite buddy cop movies, one of my favorite action movies. But anyway, since Shane Black directed this movie, it sort of has some Lethal Weapon similarities like Riggs, Murtaugh with Tony and Bro.
And it takes place during Christmas, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never seen Lethal Weapon.
You should very good.
What? You're missing out, Sean. You got to see all those movies. Don't see the TV show. Just see the movies. Don't bother.
The TV show sucks. But anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie is fun, but the twist, like when Mandarin is an actor or something, which I'm just like...
It was off-putting at times. It was. I didn't leave the theater pissed. I mean, some of the audience behind me were really upset.
Yep.
Yeah, this is...
Well,
at least they do that. It is one of those biggest complaints I do have about the movie, but anyways.
It's logical, though. I get it. I get it. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong. No, I get it.
The final act is actually my favorite part of this entire film, all the different Iron Man suits.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, do like Pepper kicking some butt.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
And I think it's funny. I don't mean to interrupt, but I thought it was funny when Tony gets put in that suit and Rhodey's like, okay, now give me a suit. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, they're only coded to me. And then Jarvis is basically controlling one of the suits. It comes down to this, hello, Colonel, may I give you a lift? And he's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was hilarious.
Anyway,
that's funny.
Anyways, but Guy Pearce is the Mandarin.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I gotta say, double that. I don't like the actor. He fails as a villain. He's not threatening.
And apparently, in the first film,
actor was also a middle finger, which I hate.
Apparently, there was a plan for men to be female.
Well, also in a short film called "All Hail to the King" or whatever, where we see Kingsley in jail or whatever, and someone tells him that apparently he's been impersonating the Mandarin when there's apparently another real Mandarin out there.
The real Mandarin. That's right.
Like,
yeah, but other than that,
apparently, what I heard from rumors, if it's true, I'm in for Man, but who knows at this point?
Mm-hmm.
There's no Iron Man 4.
But other than that, anyways, but other than that, I really do enjoy this movie. It does have its issues, yes. Not a bad way to start Phase 2. This movie was fun. I enjoyed it in the theaters. I'm gonna give it like a B or B plus. This is actually a solid B.
It deserves that. It's not an A plus. I mean, that definitely a step down from Avengers, but not like, oh my god, they're gonna ruin it. But
And to be
it
honest,
was a bumpy road. But
why this movie made $1 billion because after the success of the Avengers, people wanted more of the MCU.
Indeed, it made $1 billion. It broke records.
yeah, I'm glad it made money. I'm just glad that it's the highest grossing of the Iron Man films
Yeah. Yes, of
Great.
course. But anyways,
worldwide.
now let's go to the second film in Phase 2. Now this is where it gets a little bit
Controversial.
in Phase 2. Door to Dark World. Now I have a little to say about this film.
And Sean's gone.
Will Tavia or John want to give your thoughts first?
I'm the Invisible Man.
Okay, I got my thoughts. As far as for True Dog Burger, here's the thing. I started with the Angel and I kind of liked it. Now, was it the best Thor movie? No. Like, the first film might be the largest movie, in my opinion. But I think, this movie was good. The villain was, to the point, Malekith.
Yeah, Malekith.
I'm a huge Peter Action fan.
Favorite MCU villain, but we'll get to that soon.
Yeah, Peter Action might be a great actor. I think he played the villain great. The problem is that the villain motivating was boring, not that great. However, the movie is still fun. It was a fun ride. All the actors were great. Like Chris Hemsworth was great as for Nine was great. James Foster. The supporting character, Darcy, I think she was okay. Meh, not great, but she got the best. She should have purpose. Loki was also in this movie. All the characters were great. The problem was with the story with Malekith.
Wasn't all that interesting.
Yeah, he was weak. Yeah. He wasn't bad, it just meh. But the movie is a fun ride. I enjoy the movie. It's not the best Thor movie. No, it's a play, but no, it's a fun movie. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Not the best, but not the worst.
Sean?
John, you go next. I can go next then, I guess.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, pretty much what Tevye said. It's not as good as the first. Story not all that interesting. Although I'll say seeing Jane on Asgard I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Seeing that fish out of water story from the first movie, but sort of reversed. I actually like that they brought Tom Hiddleston back, because he's like probably the best villain Marvel's had so far.
Yeah, until we get Thanos.
Because for one, he's about the only villain that actually survives. Kill them all off. I thought the scenes with Hemsworth and Hiddleston were great. Seeing their banter back and forth, because you can tell that even in the movie, even though they hate each other in the movie, they kind of respect each other in real life. By their performances. Kind of probably sounds weird me saying that. Hannibal Lecter is great as Odin.
Anthony Hopkins.
I will call him.
Odin.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah. To bring up a movie that kicked me in the balls when I was young, Anthony Hopkins is a better Odin than Bob Hopkins.
Agreed.
Hoskins, not Hopkins.
And I do not mean to disrespect the dead. And if I mispronounce his name, then my problem. But yeah, I thought Hopkins was good. The villain.
Yeah, he's not really that memorable. He's kind of forgettable. Yeah, it's like an evil elf or something.
Although we'll say that for those who are
good makeup though.
Me and Mark and that it was pretty cool seeing Marcus play the villain or play the father of Hopkins in the opening backstory.
Indeed.
That was awesome.
Oh my god, I met him, Josh.
Thor: The Dark World was. I think Thor: The Dark World. I think he's trying to say it was good. Malekith was other. I don't care. I can't even read it. Hang on.
We still get to do my actually
Now
run.
people-
So
some
since
people-
the Google Effects app will no longer work after April 25th. I know that. They said that yesterday.
Josh basically saying that he
Yeah, they keep saying that.
was awesome. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed this movie, and even seeing Chris Hemsworth's cameo was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Indeed, that was funny. Right?
That was funny. I smiled when I saw that.
Yeah, Loki with this shit.
Yeah, that was
Chips.
awesome. He's like,
That's hilarious.
perhaps you'd like to see one of your new companions. Or then he's like, ooh, I feel the righteousness of this.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
One of the best camera I've ever seen.
Yeah, and also when they kill Loki, I felt bad. See,
Yeah.
what you should do, make your audience feel bad for the villain that's dying. Certain other movies don't do
Indeed.
that.
Tag him.
Well, yes, that. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It's not as good as the first one, but it is what it is.
Indeed.
If I was to score this,
We'll get a better one this year.
God, I hope. But yeah, if I were to use W scale again, I'd probably say 2.5, maybe 3.
Oh, wait. We still have to put a card scene. I completely forgot. We got 2 good card scenes.
Those were cute. Yeah, the first one was which one?
We're going to go to the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was cool. You see a snippet of Benicio del Toro.
Oh yeah, the collector. Yeah,
and then also
and then the scene at the end.
Yeah, also that scene at the end where Jane goes out to meet with Thor. That's actually not Natalie Portman.
Nope.
That actually was Hemsworth's real wife.
Then when they kisses her, right?
The actress who
I
played
heard that.
Elena in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
But I'm saying when they kiss, it's really Natalie Portman, right?
No, that's actually his real wife in real life.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah,
That's weird.
this movie is good, but could have been a lot better. Thankfully, I didn't see the theaters then.
Yeah, I saw it theater too. You know, it's like, it's an okay movie.
Yeah, but
Not the
good.
best, but not horrible. I heard no more people hate this movie.
Yeah, it has too much comedy. That's what they said. It was too comedic
Yeah.
with the supporting characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw this in the
But you-
theater in 2013. It was like November. It was cold, and I wanted to see something good. So I was like, yeah, this should be interesting. It's not going to probably get as much hate as Iron Man 3. And surprisingly, it didn't. It's just, some people were mixed on it, saying that they liked the action. I like that there was more action in this one.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
And, the visuals are still great. I love the costumes. I like Lady Sif, Jamie Alexander. Sean, this is the reason she didn't do the third one. She almost died on the set of this movie.
Holy shit.
I don't
know
blame
that.
her. She got injuries that were very harsh.
I
I
did
didn't
not
know
know
something
that.
about that.
And that's sad because I was like, yeah, she's a courageous woman to do this movie and then, keep going, even though she's not doing the third one. I like her on Blind Spot. I think she's a good actress. Last Stand, she was good in
Yeah,
that.
they had to recast the blonde warrior. I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Zachary Levi from
No,
Chuck. I think, yeah.
I don't remember the character name. I
It's
think
good.
it's Sandra or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
Warriors
they
3.
recasted him. That didn't bother me because he was barely in the first one. He was just a side character.
Okay, here's the funny thing is though.
Yeah.
Apparently Zachary Levi was originally supposed to play the role in the first movie, but he was busy with Chuck, so they got Joshua Dallas. And then they came to do the second one.
Mhm.
Dallas was busy with a show called Once Upon a Time or something, so they went back to Levy and got him for the role.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wait, Bo actually played the character good. He's a fun character.
Yeah, he's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, the whole thing with the Kat Dennings, I thought they were like pushing her comedy too much because she was in Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
In the first film, but here is like too much.
Madonna, Winter Soldier.
The scene with Chris O'Dowd, that was pointless.
Yeah.
That Irish guy that's with Natalie Portman, you don't need that.
Mhm.
Stellan Skarsgård with being naked, that was stupid. That could have been cut out.
Yeah, I don't.
that's not funny.
What was the point of that scene?
It was stupid. That was just
Right.
like trying to do some shock value. I'm like, oh, look, he's naked and look, he's crazy because of what happened in Avengers. But I'm like, that wasn't needed. I'm glad that when they brought him back in Age of Ultron, they didn't do that. So I'm like, please don't take your pants off, please. Just so, and then that British guy that was with Kat Dennings, I'm like, no.
Just okay.
One era when Stanley came out funny. Stanley came out awesome.
I forget what
Oh,
Stanley.
Stanley cameo, yeah.
Yeah, right in the asylum. Right in the asylum. Can I shoot back?
Oh.
That's funny.
So, Anthony, what are your thoughts, good sir?
Oh, since I am the host, yeah, of course I'm gonna get my thoughts. But Thor: The Dark World. This is actually my least watched in the MCU. I mean, yeah, even though now it's between Iron Man 2 and this, doing my least favorite in MCU. Iron Man 2 I could watch when I marathon the Iron Man trilogy, but when it comes to Thor: The Dark World, even when I marathon it, I'm like, I can watch it, but I wouldn't just instantly put it in like the next two films we're just going to talk about soon. But Thor: The Dark World's good, not great. I saw this in theaters. I was thinking to myself, that could have been better.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't really have much to say about this movie besides it's just good, not great, sort of unmemorable in a way. Malekith, probably my least favorite MCU villain. I do not like Malekith at all.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like another villain in another franchise.
What is that? Because they're actually a great actor. He's a great actor. I could direct him. He's not Doctor with that thing.
He was also Destro in the only good G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, Liza Kova, which I do own actually.
Yeah, Retaliation go fuck.
Yes, but
Yeah,
Loki was the best part of the film. Hopefully,
hold on.
In July, whenever Thor Ragnarok's coming out.
November.
Yeah. What, I thought it was July.
No. Yeah, I got my box with a long time ago.
But I thought Thor Ragnarok was July. But anyways, hopefully that will be the first Thor movie because I really want a great Thor movie. These first two were just okay, not terrible. None of the MCU films are terrible or bad.
Mm-hmm.
Thor: Dark World, give it like a B minus.
Yep.
Yeah, I said that, Sean. Yeah, I give this film like a B minus. B minus at best. I'm not gonna go that low. That's probably the lowest grade I give any of the MCU films. Didn't really say much, so yeah. Where did John go?
He went back.
Yeah, but anyways, let's get to
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Probably the most surprising film, the unexpected hit in MCU. Well, not really unexpected hit. Fuck.
The one with the seagulls.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
The Secret of the Avenger.
Yeah, let's talk about this bad boy.
More alternative MCU movie, Secret of the Avenger.
And this movie changed the MCU completely.
It did. Wait, well, we'll try to Josh first. Captain America: Winter Soldier, my second favorite in the phase 2 stage. Caught for ship in the main for Cap film. It did everything on the year, but that wasn't a problem. I didn't. You wish he would do it more. Now the same Captain America when going out looking for a shield and whatnot. How it result, I don't give a shit about that scene because the medicine never happened. And I knew what it was leading up to, and that's why I hate it when they just war at the end with Iron Man. I do love seeing at the end of Quicksilver, but Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Silver Maid, A+. I don't know what I'm gonna care about Bucky.
Excuse me.
We're down Winter Soldier.
Thank you, Josh, for your thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh wait, John, what you waiting
for? Finished with Dark World. We're up to.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on cap.
John, what you paying?
One of the best sequels in the MCU. Definitely a step up from the last two films.
Oh, John, Korean, what you in Dark World? We never got your rating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. John?
Are you talking about me?
No. John, what's your rating for the Dark World?
Probably like a 7 out of 10, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the film. I don't think it's horrible, like some people said it was. But it is a step down from the first film in story wise. But I think they did add some new things that I liked, and it didn't have the Mandarin twist this time. Loki was definitely. It was great to see Tom Hiddleston back. I mean, we hadn't seen him since Avengers, and we waited a while, and it was worth the wait for him, because he's charismatic and just great screen presence, and I can't wait to see him in Kong Skull Island.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip that movie.
What? What?
Yeah, well, we will talk about the movie another time, but back to Cap.
Yeah.
At least it's not a remake, so I was happy about that. Damn it.
Yeah, well, we talk about King Kong later, guys. Let's get on to Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, let's get to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best sequels ever.
Yeah, Sean, go first. You go first, Sean.
Okay. So I saw this movie with my soon-to-be brother-in-law. We both had a lot of fun with it, and when they revealed the twist in this movie about Hydra being infiltrated in the shield, my jaw fucking dropped.
So,
Holy shit! Basically, to quote Spider-Man, really.
indeed.
I was like, holy shit, this is so out of nowhere.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great twist.
Yeah, it's something you didn't see coming, which is nice. A surprise in a Marvel film.
It makes Senator Stern wanting the Iron Man armor make a lot more fucking sense.
Indeed. Yeah, I can figure out Paul Iron too.
Tony as a threat, so it makes a lot more sense why the government would want Tony's armor. Take away the ability to make him a threat. But yeah,
I can show the actor of Doctor Strange.
But yeah, and by the way, hate me for saying this, but this is the Captain America movie that includes members of the Avengers, but yet still feels like a Captain America movie.
Indeed.
It does, honestly, by Civil War.
I like Civil War. I love the movie, but this one felt more like a Captain America movie than Civil War did.
Yeah, even though I love this film, it's just the villain that's the problem. Here, Bucky is a great villain. I know Josh hates this villain. I get it. I get that he hates that Winter Soldier is connected to Steve Rogers. I get it. But I can honestly say
when they revealed
more threatening than Kylo Ren, I can say that, because at least when his mask comes off, it's a shocker. It's not.
Yeah, holy shit.
Supposed to fight your villain.
True. But yeah,
and they look the same.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah,
shave face, freaking emo. Yeah.
When I was in the theater with my brother-in-law seeing this movie, when they pulled Bucky's mask off, there were people sitting behind me like, "Oh my god, it's Captain America." I was like, I wanted to turn around and say, "No fucking shit."
Yeah, I saw the cartoon. I knew what was going to happen. I saw the Avengers cartoon. I knew what was going to happen. I didn't spoil it for people.
I didn't say it, but I was thinking.
People who gas are like, oh, Bucky's alive?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just.
No, and the fight scenes, everything in this movie just worked, man.
And the scene where.
Oh my God, it was so good.
In the movie, when Cap basically drops his shield because he's not willing to fight Bucky because it's his friend, he's like, then finish it. Yeah. And he just sits there and takes Bucky's beating. Which
that was brutal. I will say that's more personal to me. That's a more, emotional, like wreck, than the ending of The Dark Knight with the Joker and Batman, because I'm like, that Batman doesn't punch the Joker in the face like that, or Joker doesn't punch him in the face.
Like ramming his
two best friends, and he's almost blinding him. It was brutal.
Well,
I was like,
this show is awesome. I miss this show so much.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, listen.
That's an awesome image right there.
Cap was saying, "You're my friend," and Bucky's like, "Well, you're my mission," and then Cap's like, "Well, then finish it. I'm with you to the end of the line," and that sort of made Bucky up.
That look on his face just says everything, man.
Yeah.
Also, in my opinion, this movie did what Iron Man 3 failed to do. Like, it referenced the first movie and actually paid respect to it. It made me happy.
I agree with that, though. This is the best
and
sequel,
the funny thing is,
standalone sequel of the MCU so far, before Civil War came out.
you know the old makeup for, you know the way they made Haley Atwell look old?
Yep.
That's actually CG. That's not old makeup.
I know.
Indeed, it actually paid off. That's
I know, because it looked weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's not old. She's like in her 30s
well, it
or
actually
something.
paid off. The old make actually worked.
Yeah, even if it was CGI, it still didn't bother me, but it looked great
It's really
anyway.
depressing.
Yeah. Agent 13. Yes.
And I know this is early, but it kind of goes to this movie. Say what you will about the relationship between Vision and Scarlet Witch, but that's not the relationship that should have been focused on in Civil War. Because they waste Emily Van Camp in this and Civil War.
To be fair, my man, that was have to make sense because it was in the comics.
I don't care. Called.
I hope they give her more to do. Yeah.
Because if your movie's supposed to be called Captain America, how about you focus on Captain America?
Well, it is about Captain America, but Captain America include Hawkeye.
No, not the point, dude. But yeah, they waste Van Camp in both this and Civil War. It's like, then what the fuck's the point of putting her in here? Now, granted,
Well,
I
guess she's
granted,
because Haley Atwell wasn't available.
But yeah, here's the thing: is I went into this movie thinking, okay, this is an actress from a show I've never watched that my sister apparently loves, called Revenge. I don't think that's what it's called. So I was like, okay,
Image, right?
Yeah.
who do you want? I'm not really.
I like her. I think she's beautiful.
But I grew to care about this character. It's a shame they fucking waste her, though.
Agent 15?
Yeah.
13, yeah.
And also, what is it with Black Widow trying to get Cap laid in modern day?
She had to think for older men.
Scarlett
That's
Johansson.
Johansson.
I didn't care. I was like,
I mean,
and this is before she was pregnant, right? Yeah.
I think she was one of his only modern day friends, but honestly, woman, what's your fascination on getting Cap laid?
She had to think for older men, dude.
Apparently.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm not surprised. And also, this is actually, I think, the fourth movie that her and Evans have done together.
Yep.
And it was good. They have great on-screen chemistry.
Avengers, Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron, and Civil War.
2014.
Yeah.
2014 was a good year for movies. I think it was.
Yeah, it was great. It was. We had this. Yeah. We had the Lego movie, and we had Guardians.
The fact that both
and Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh God, oh my time.
Yeah, but we had Days of Future Past to bounce back from that.
Yeah, they were amazing.
But with Evans,
but it was better than I could have expected. But anyway,
we got Time to Planet Apes.
But here's you know, the thing was awesome about Johansson and Evans doing like 2 movies before they started the MCU is that they built up such great chemistry in these movies.
Indeed.
That was awesome.
Same exactly Nick Fury awesome too. Like, they had an open Fury, perfect.
And I'm not sure if this is true, but someone explain to me this. How is it in the fucking 50s or 70s or whatever, Zola is able to program his consciousness into a fucking computer?
I didn't care. It was a plot hole, but I got it. Thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Please explain.
It's like Tron. Like, you're gonna try to put realism into this movie? Not really.
Yep.
No, it's a movie. I just let it go.
Well, none of the MCU films are realistic, so you know.
Yeah, that's what fails about some of the DC films and other Marvel movies.
I love the way they
open the Fury.
I love the way Fury kind of outsmarts Pierce, where Pierce basically eliminated all of.
Yeah, Robert Redford. Yeah, it was good to see him in that.
Redford, awesome. He's an awesome villain.
Basically erased all of Fury's access codes and everything. But Fury looks up to him and lifts his eye patch and says, "You need to keep both eyes open," because he actually made his bad eye an alternate login thing. That was
awesome. That was badass. Like, Nick Fury in this movie was more awesome badass than the Avengers. He on the Avengers, this movie was amazing too.
Yeah, he does a lot here. They keep him active.
He gets a
And when he
bigger
almost
role.
died, I was like, wow, that's dark.
Oh, and also,
Like, get me
remember the
off
scene
the
where
grid.
you know the scene where Pierce is hosting this meeting with the council, and then all of a sudden the female council leader member gets all fighty and bad. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
so council member can throw down. But then they reveal it's Black
Yep.
Widow.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
That
I
was
was like,
awesome.
yeah. Oh, she was so hot for doing that.
That's so
She has like a
cool.
blonde wig. I'm like, that's her real hair color. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Ted, you see what you will though.
Falcon was good too. I gotta give it up to.
Oh yeah,
Anthony
we did
Mackie.
get introduced to Falcon in this film.
Falcon amazing.
Ted, you see
Yeah,
what you will.
I liked him in the film. He added some flair to the character.
Okay, but
Indeed.
Ted, say what you will. Say it's from the comic book, but I don't care about Cap suit. I don't really care for it. I kind of for the red, white.
I get it. It looks like a
Well,
GI Joe
that-
costume. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That suit, it would okay suit. I don't
Mine
remember
did, but
the
it's not
comic.
my favorite.
Yeah, I like the
Captain
classic,
Ah,
the red, white, and blue suit he had in the first film.
Like,
I
thinking,
like
thinking,
it.
sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but people like to complain about the costume in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get why people hate Captain America costume in the Avengers.
Yeah. If it had
His
been a
cap,
costume,
his helmet looks like a shower cap. like
I say who
a
cares?
bathing suit cap. Yeah.
But yeah, he actually wears that suit at the end of the movie because
Yeah,
it's
it does.
what Bucky would remember him in.
Indeed. I love that they bring the First Avenger back, but the First Avenger was a great movie. I'm happy that this movie that went to sort of connects to the Avenger.
I love
Actually,
Stanley's
yeah.
movie where Stanley's one of the museum.
Yeah, I'm so fired.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
love it.
man,
He walks up to the house and
I
Yeah,
am so fired.
he's like,
That was awesome.
I'm still gonna be fired for this. That was
Indeed. That was funny.
but yeah,
Another guy, with the show like Bucky, holy shit, Terminator! You scared like the Terminator or Team
Yeah.
of Batman.
That's what it reminded me of. The metal arm. Yeah.
and also
and
fucking waste Frank Grillo in this movie. Considering how he ends up
of course, man.
Civil War.
Yeah, they fucking waste him.
He was awesome in this movie.
Yeah, but
Here he has some moments.
here's
I like him as an
Indeed.
actor. You know,
earlier I
there's only
mentioned
so much you
retaliation.
can do with so many characters, Sean. You can't give each of them like an hour of screen
I
time.
know. No, that's not the point, dude. What I'm saying is, to reference G.I. Joe once again, they spent all of Rise of Cobra to build up Destro, only to kill him off in the beginning of Retaliation. They pretty much do the same thing with Crossbones here. They set him
So
up.
Carbon survived. He lives.
Let me finish, W. They set him up all through Winter Soldier to fucking kill him off in Civil War. That's why I called Crossbones a waste in this movie. Because you set him up, only kill him off in the very next movie. What the fuck?
To be fair, Frank Grillo was bidding with other projects, so you can't say it was.
Yeah, the purge election year.
I brought it up before. When they did Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, Julie McMahon was still doing this show, Nip Tuck. That's why they wrote Doom into the armor for the third act. So they could put a different actor in there and then have McMahon come back and redub the dialogue.
Yeah, that was a pretty
I
point.
didn't know that.
So Grillo was busy, have a stand-in wear the uniform or the armor, and then have Grillo come back or dub in the dialogue when he was free. They could have done that.
Yeah, I don't blame the Russos though. They're a really good team.
They worked with what
Yeah,
they
they
had.
should be now, pretty much. Because
I
the
agree.
Wachowskis,
Secondary.
after
blame
the
them.
Matrix, they just peaked. But the
They could've
Russos are basically the new Wachowskis. They're great
Indeed.
But
actors.
yeah, I'm just saying, they could have fixed the Crossbones problem in Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that.
But yeah, other than the Cap suit, which I really don't care for, and the fact that they waste Crossbones because they kill him off in Civil War, good movie. I thought this was one of the best the best MCU movies in the lineup.
It's the best kind of Mega movie. Civil War,
I
it's
do agree.
good.
It's actually my top 5 in the MCU.
Same here.
It was like, it felt like Dark Knight, but a lot shorter, and there was more action. And I was like, wow, they made this character. The
was very
Russos just
intense.
amplified this character. He's like punching guys off the boat and using
remember
his shield in crazy ways. It was just awesome.
Their inspiration for this movie was, I think, 70s espionage.
Psychological thrillers.
Yeah,
But
that's what
nothing about
that's what
Trump,
I'm going
like
for.
what Brian spoke about yesterday. It's a political thriller, yeah. But it's a good political thriller. A great one.
I recently made a video that this movie isn't really a superhero movie. It's more of a spy espionage political thriller film.
Yeah.
And I love that. That was something different. But it was still a Captain America movie. It didn't feel out of place. Or too dark.
Or not too cheesy like the 90s film.
That movie's dumb, but I can watch it. Yeah, this one respects the character wholesale. And, the Russos just, they did great things with Chris Evans. Like, he is Captain America in this movie. Like,
yeah.
Elevator scene. Better than Suicide Squad. I know, I said it there.
Yeah.
He takes out all those guys by himself.
Yeah,
Suicide Squad
no weapons.
I remember that
But
scene.
anyways, we're not talking about
So before we start, anybody want to get out? Yeah. I'll turn to him, start beating his ass, take the shield, starts beating everyone up. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Awesome. Like, anybody want to get off? That's awesome. I love that scene. They showed it in the trailer, but seeing it again with a crowd, great stuff, man.
Yeah, this movie was actually great scene in the theaters too.
Yeah,
it was a theatrical experience. I went with a bunch of people in Manhattan. It was a rainy day and a rainy evening, and I went to go see it. And I didn't care about the weather. I loved every second of it. I was like, this is epic, man.
Indeed, but here's another narrative movie. Like, unlike some other sequel, which I know we talked about the movie, but like at times she would try to way too much storyline. This movie did the storyline that didn't make sense. It was organic. It went forth. It wasn't like too many points. No, you idiot. When you do it at Bonneville, you do it organic. But the whole almond all twist. I did not see that one coming because I thought that was awesome. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, see, when I talk about with Hydra, that was an awesome twist because holy shit! Hydra, when you bring everything behind the scene, like, they're still alive even after Let's Go died. That is pure genius. That's a great twist. But today, this twist not only affected this movie, it affected it affected also the Age of Shield show because when that twist happened, I did not see that one coming because holy shit, the show might become much more awesome. Like this movie saved Age of Shield. That's sure I think all my interesting.
Yeah, on the show when Ward changed sides, I was like, I did not see this coming.
Yeah, like, holy shit, two trailers.
And the movie, it's a long film, but it goes by quick. It's 2 hours and 16 minutes, and it goes by quick.
Indeed.
I never feel bored. Even when the dialogue feels natural. It doesn't feel forced or contrived.
It's funny how apparently Banner developed a serum or whatever to, I guess, control when he turns into the Hulk or whatever.
Yep.
But apparently it didn't work for him, so he just gave it to Fury, which was what essentially kept him alive.
Indeed.
That I thought was kind of cool.
And but another thing I was really done with the Maria Hill, it was awesome movie, but she kicked ass. Oh shit.
Yeah. Kobe Smulders all the way, yeah. She was great.
I love Maria Hill.
And I just thought of this.
Yeah, Maria.
Thank you, Tony, for giving Hydra a way to kill us.
Yep.
Thank you, Tony. Great guy.
Oh, did another Doctor Strange. That was awesome.
Yes.
I got that reference.
So post-credit scenes, my friends.
Yep,
wait till we get to phase 3, but we're not going to do that next because it's not over yet. So,
yeah,
a couple more films before we get to phase 4.
Well, let's see. Phase 3 we have Civil War and Doctor Strange. We came out late, so
that's it. Yeah, this year we have Guardians 2, Spider-Man, and Thor Ragnarok. So
this is
we're going to get to those films when they release. But.
Yeah, we'll put a spoiler for discussion on those movies when they come out.
At least there's a time gap between them. They're not coming out one after the other.
I call Guardians 2 spoiler chat.
Yeah.
Damn it! I go Spider Homecoming spoiler chat and Logan.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok. Who knows? Maybe I'll host it. I don't know. I have to figure it out first. It's in November, right?
Thor Ragnarok is coming out in November. You said that, Sean, right?
Yes.
Wait, who's it?
It's November because it's not coming out. That's right.
March 3rd.
Well, to be honest with you, it's gonna crush Justice League then if it's coming out in
Yeah,
November.
I know. But I just want
Yeah.
Justice League to be good. I don't want it to be boring.
Yeah, Justice
But
League.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Yes.
Justice League is the last chance. Justice League is the movie I'm scared the most. As a DC fan, I'm just disappointed. And for Wonder Woman, the only movie I remember before the DCEU, but for Justice League, I don't care. I'm done. I don't want to be good at this point.
But anyway, let's get back to
What do you think about Hybrid Train?
So post-credit scenes.
Yeah, post-credit.
what is with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Actually, I was actually pretty excited when I saw that.
Same here.
Yeah.
And after the show at the Catman Old Emmy, not
Von
who's
Strucker.
the guy in Monaco? No, Strucker. That was awesome to see him. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty Strucker at the post credit. That was amazing to see him at the in live action.
Funny seeing that Loki's scepter is what created the miracles.
Indeed, because here's the thing, the reason why they couldn't call mutant because the rights issue, because Fox owned the rights.
Yeah, because they can't reference X-Men in an Avengers movie.
Although, I find it funny how, I think it was for Age of Ultron, for the Comic-Con, apparently Elizabeth Olsen let slip the word mutant.
But it doesn't
Nice.
matter because they are mutants. They just don't want to say it.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
mutant, but
Funny how she
Can't make an appearance. There would be a war with Marvel and
yeah,
and Marvel
it wasn't
Studios.
Fox and Marvel. It was like a slaughter
Yeah,
fest.
they would just Fox just give it up. I mean, they're not going to do another film for a while anyway.
The second post-credit scene with Bucky in the museum, I thought was kind of cool. It was kind of trying
That
to
was
piece
cool.
it together.
Yeah, that music, like, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of dark.
And to see
Knight,
Bucky,
yeah.
to try to remember Pat, that was depressing. To see Bucky like attack Cavill, I cried. We did like, holy shit.
It's emotional. It is. I guess Josh didn't.
Bucky, I feel a lot
they
of
probably
sympathy
just
for.
took him
He's
out of
one
it.
of
It's like,
the
oh, his best friend's the villain. That's stupid. But
He's one to try to carry because he didn't like Bucky. When he don't die in the first movie, in the first Avenger, I was depressed because
You
I
mean-
was Cavill.
Died.
Yeah, and see him come back in this movie. Holy shit, that was awesome. And see what Owen
Yeah,
Talk about being punched in the chest.
Indeed, it was fun to get. And the scene with
and just like Iron Man 3, the final act in this movie was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Holy shit, with Falcon,
wall-to-wall action, just great moments with the characters, some humor.
Indeed. It felt organic. It went force. And it was one of the best movies of the 2014. 2014 was a good year. Yeah, there's a disappointing movie, but since they didn't kill for it, it's disappointing for me.
Yeah, Josh,
But
we
I
haven't
like
watched the
it.
Galaxy yet.
I've never
We're
even seen the
getting to
first
that.
video.
Yeah, we're doing amazing. I love this movie.
And I got a lot to say
and
about that movie too, because it's actually my favorite.
Hey,
But it days too. But anyway, we'll get to it.
I didn't Winter Soldier, don't breeze. Sorry, Spidey. A 5/5, Perfection, a quality one, but kind of memory. It's a great sequel to Fifth Avenger. It picks up Fifth Avenger left off. It feels organic. And my baby took these are great two-part movies. Next Civil War was amazing, but you got the Dark Knight for Captain America and Dark Knight for MCU. I love this movie so much, and thank you, Shabar, for giving me a good movie.
Yeah, thanks, Russo brothers.
Yeah, I agree with what Debbie said. That this is probably one of the best MCU movies. It's got the heart, it's got the drama, it's got the fun
The
character,
action.
the action, interesting plot. But very much menacing villain.
Indeed.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Like both Bucky and with Rob Lambert and Pierce was awesome. Like he was a great villain. Like both great.
I actually like how they introduced Falcon, and also I thought the opening scene where Black Widow drives up, she's like, hey, anybody know where I can find a corpse or whatever?
Yeah, that was funny.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, that was hilarious.
And he actually does add a lot of humor to the Falcon.
If I had
franchise.
one additional nitpick, is I kind of wish that they would have at least acknowledged Hawkeye's absence.
The funny thing is, the Hawkeye would be in this movie, but the reason
Yeah,
why,
but I think they could do his character justice as far as screen time.
yeah, well,
Still, I kind of wish they would at least acknowledge him, say he was on a separate mission or something.
yeah, whatever. He had to make that in
It's
Age
fine.
of
We got
Ultron.
enough of him in Age of Ultron, so it's not like
Yeah,
he
was
never
back in Age of
was in
Ultron.
a film again. At least
It doesn't.
Renner, they redeemed his character.
It doesn't
Indeed.
ruin the movie for me. It's just something I thought would have been cool if they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because him and Anthony Mackie worked with each other in the Hurt Locker.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Yeah, but Sean, what's your grade?
5 out of 5. Got to give it that. Yeah, this is one of the best MCU movies that we've had, probably will ever have.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got everything.
that is until Guardians 2. That is going to blow my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
we're gonna get to that in a few minutes.
I'm going to show you my reaction to that.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
what's your grade for this film?
An 8 out of 10, definitely a great sequel. It's a great follow-up to the first one. It's still patriotic like the first one. I could pop this in any American holiday and I feel so
Independence Day.
good. The action just blows my mind. I'm like, oh my God. I wish every superhero movie had action like this.
Well,
Yeah.
Deadpool had that action.
Deadpool had action like that. It needed a little bit more action, but definitely that like gritty, superhero action, like just balls to the wall action that just,
Indeed.
it was great to watch on the big screen. It was fast paced and never slowed down. The dialogue scenes felt important. They didn't feel like thrown in
Yes, of
there.
course.
There was normal people talking go on forever when they needed. Oh, okay, we got dialogue. Let's get to the next action scene and make it great and entertain the audience.
Indeed.
From start to finish, I love the film. I saw it on Blu-ray so many times. I heard the
Same here.
commentary. I saw the features. It's the total package for a Captain America sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best Captain America sequel we got in years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. The great sequel to a great movie, The First Avenger, a great sequel to Avengers, and that's it. It's pretty organic, and probably one of the best movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It was in my top 5 of that year, definitely.
Same here.
Yes.
That's in my top 10 after that year. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
It would have been
Captain
time.
America
Time 2 with a huge disappointment. It broke my heart. That's my man. But
How do you think I felt, Samina?
yeah, like we were all pissed off. But the thing with X-Men did the future best saved me.
Yes.
When the show did the future best were awesome sequels to great movies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Did you hear the great sequel to First Class? Oh, sorry. Continue.
all right,
Ready?
okay. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Holy crap! This movie surprised me. Going to see this movie was not expecting much. Walked out of this movie, my mouth dropped.
When the movie was over, I wanted to see it again.
Same here.
And it came out in
I mean-
April. It wasn't a summer movie. It was actually in April.
Yeah, it was. Holy
Yeah,
shit, time
It was
flies.
like early April.
Indeed.
It wasn't like in May
It-
because they had X-Men and Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yes,
Like
This
one
is
bad
absolutely-
movie in summer, one good one in summer.
Mhm.
yeah, special movie for me because this movie actually takes place in DC, and I actually live in Washington DC, which was very cool. That this
Cool.
movie takes place in
That's
DC.
that's nice, man. That's cool.
That's cool, man.
It's actually very special, and I love the addition of Anthony Mackie as the Falcon. He has a lot of humor
Yeah.
to the film and to this and the other films that he's in. And I do think that Chris Evans and Captain America
America,
irreplaceable.
fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I gotta say that this is actually my favorite look of Black Widow in the entire MCU. I do love this look of her.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Pose,
Agreed.
actually, if you look at the pose, it's actually a pretty funny pose.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And I do think that
Yeah, it's a very weird pose. It's pretty
and-
weird.
I actually do really like Bucky in this film. That very heartbreaking in a way. So you see that friendship in
Mhm.
First Avenger, you see the friendship and see him just being mind control is very sad. I do gotta say.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright,
Short
this
and sweet.
is his best friend be show about Hydra. That's like, oh shit.
Yeah, but short and sweet. Love this film. I give it a solid A. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. One of the best comic book films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Movie is in my top 5 in the MCU. I really do love this movie. And watched this movie so many times on Blu-ray. Looks fantastic.
Indeed.
And had a great time seeing this movie in theaters. And it's actually one of my first reviews I did on my channel. But it's a crappy quality if you guys want to check it out. But love this movie. Everything about this movie was great. Just Winter Soldier was. Yeah, I love this movie a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now,
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let's wait till TV gets back. I know, Sean, this is your favorite MCU film, and I can definitely see why.
Yep. My new Star Wars. I know Brian is going to disagree with me, but I don't care. This is my new Star Wars. After the original trilogy, this is right. This is it, man. Look at that title screen. That is a Star Wars font right there. Everything about this film, oh my God, felt like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Star-Lord, that's like Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. You know, he looks like Han Solo, and, you know, he's cocky like Han Solo. It's just his gun, you know, that awesome two-sided gun, just great. It's like Chewbacca, tall, doesn't say much.
It doesn't even speak English.
Rocket, well,
technically does.
it's like R2-D2 small, but, you know, he's crazy with a gun. I just love that character. What worked about this that I loved more than Episode 7 is the characters. These characters stood with me from the moment I saw them until the very end.
Okay.
And
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woo!
Yes, I love this movie. I love it. I wish I had a poster for it. I will put it right here on my door because
Now, did anybody knew anything about who these characters were?
I only read one comic.
Really, I knew zero of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Just heard of it in the cartoons, and that was it.
Yeah, same here. Like, I only got it only from the cartoon and only from Marvel kind of the rock cartoon. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'll say this. As soon as they did the marketing and the trailers, I was like, okay, who the fuck are these characters? Why are they doing this in the MCU? Get them out. Get them out of here.
No.
No, let me finish though.
Yeah.
But when I went to this movie, I was like,
Okay.
like all the traditional phrases, I ate my words, I kicked my own ass, and every other phrase I can't think of that means you're proven wrong. I came out loving this movie.
Yeah.
I was like,
The sci-fi.
Yeah, this movie was awesome.
My mind, man.
And even the soundtrack.
The
I loved
soundtrack
it.
is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was glorious, dude. Freaking glorious.
Listen, I wasn't
Yeah,
much
the soundtrack is one of the best parts about this film. I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
It adds to the scene. It makes it more iconic. It gives it flavor. It makes the scene
old
more
music.
funny. I just love it. I love it. Oh,
All right.
Old music that makes sense.
Like
it's 70s music too. It's not this pop that we get now.
But yeah,
it's 70.
I was never up for 70s or 80s old music, but thank you, Guardians of the Galaxy. You gave me new life on it. Or whatever.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've always loved old music, man.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
Came out, I picked the soundtrack up for like $10. I think Meyer or whatever. And I listened to it all.
I love the soundtrack.
Same. Yeah.
The soundtrack of the movie is perfect. Like, holy
Yeah, I recognize most of the songs too.
Same here. Like everything about the movie is perfect. Like,
Yes, except for the villain. I think the villain is kind of weak, but everything else.
Here's the thing, though. I'll say this: Guardian soundtrack makes more sense. And hang on, than this one.
It's not showing you.
Yeah, I know. It does.
Yeah.
That's a diet version of this.
That's why I said
made it.
basically
This
diet.
added.
Because at least.
And I used to have a Walkman, by the
The
way.
other thing is, at least with this music, it made sense because we knew that it was coming from Star-Lord's Walkman. Whereas with
It was.
When I was a
Suicide Squad,
kid.
like, oh look, Marvel had success with that movie called Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's just do that.
Well, that's because
I put
WWE
stupid
didn't
rap in
panic,
it. There
remember?
wasn't rap in this movie.
Yeah, it was
Of Guardians
not,
of the Galaxy. We're not gonna
But
crap
I'm saying,
about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we're not gonna bash on that. That would take us another day to do. But
Yeah, and
on Blu-ray, this
They were
movie
not
looks
gonna
bash on
beautiful.
the
Sean, you
DCU.
gotta get the Blu-ray. It looks
Indeed.
fantastic, man.
It's already been that.
Yeah, I love this
This
glossy
movie,
3D cover
Okay,
too. This
this
flip
movie made me
is
feel
actually
bad
very.
for a talking tree.
Yep, and what I mean, if you're
And they
talking
cracked me up in the
With
book.
a talking raccoon and a talking tree who only says 3 words will be good.
yeah, like this movie
It made
reminded
me
me
laugh
of
my ass
soccer
off.
for me.
In the scene where Groot basically sacrifices himself and says, "We are,"
We are Groot.
Fine in
I
the
felt
theater.
myself about ready
I
to
cried too.
cry.
And it's a tree. I see trees every day when I go outside.
I was about to tear up.
Yeah, Groot was so adorable in this movie. Groot, awesome.
Somebody
That
should.
scene where he's slamming the guys, I laughed out loud. I couldn't breathe.
Same, yeah, I
I
got
was
that
like,
one too.
oh my God.
You guys all remember the death of Paul Walker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was the first human contact Vin ever had after Paul's death. Was this movie?
Chris Evans.
No,
No, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. I mean, Chris Pratt.
no, thing is, when Paul Walker passed away, this was the
Mhm.
first human contact that Vin had. Was this
It
movie?
was?
Yes.
Wow. I know about that. Interesting.
And
That's why
Josh,
his voice is, in the beginning, is kind of low. It's like,
Because squad if I fucking want to. That movie sucked.
Ugh.
This is how you do it right.
yeah.
With fun
Yeah.
characters, music that's organically put in, not just because we're trying to mimic this movie.
Nope.
And here's something that's going in this movie. I didn't think Batista was any good because he's a wrestler. I've only seen him in Scorpion King 3, which I really didn't care for that movie.
He's good in Riddick. He's awesome in Riddick. I love the movie.
So I thought he was good in that one, but
Yep.
man, Batista fucking surprised me.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good acting like
I was
this.
laughing every time he was on screen.
Same
I
man.
know Batista's fucking
Yeah, Dave
awesome.
Bautista was actually pretty hilarious. I loved how he
Yeah,
does
I
the
can judge this,
metaphors.
Yeah, I just say his when he takes things literally, I was just laughing, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, like
Yes,
boy.
It says on his people taking literally everything. Metaphors go through over his head. Like nothing goes over my
nothing
head.
goes over my head.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
oh,
Don't call me a thesaurus.
Yeah.
I love the dialogue.
One
It's so snappy and witty.
Oh,
Jenkins,
And I
perfect
can't wait
director
to
for
see
this.
actually, the
interact
fact
in
is,
part 2 of this film. I think that's going to be even better than this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome in this movie.
When I went into
He's
the
funny.
movie and they had the opening scene of Starla's mother dying, I was like, okay, did I just walk into the wrong theater?
Yeah, that was dark.
Oh, they wanted to get you with emotion first, like Disney did with.
Yeah, they did.
They advertise this as like a goofy comedy, basically, but you open a movie with our main character's mother dying.
As a child.
Yeah,
Well, that
it's
happens with
depressing.
Bruce Wayne.
Did I just walk into the wrong theater?
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I went with it though, man. It didn't bum me out. I was like, that's
No.
sad, yeah, but then they take
Okay,
him
here's
away,
what
he
guys-
grows up, and then
Yeah.
My
bam, the opening credits.
And I
Yeah.
feel like it's probably like the queen of sci-fi movies. Of course, you got hers. This, Avatar, the Star Trek films,
Yeah.
and Guardians of the Galaxy.
For my theater, they used to have the names of the movie above, like the auditorium or whatever they call it. So I had to walk out of the auditorium, look up at the movie title. I was like, okay, this is Guardians of the Galaxy. So why are we opening with a dark, grim scene in a movie that's a lighthearted comedy?
Indeed.
They got us. They got us. Like, as soon as that's over, it's only 5 minutes. It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
And then when he's grown up and he puts that music on, I was like, oh my God, this movie's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Loud when the movie was over. I clapped. I was so thrilled. I was like,
Movie.
Man, it was awesome in this movie.
Played by Josh Brolin. Completely
Indeed.
unrecognizable.
like a comic book movie. It felt like a space adventure,
Yeah,
sci-fi
opera.
action
Funny
comedy,
though.
extravaganza.
for both Rocket and Thanos.
Marvel's version of Star Wars. This is basically Marvel's version of Star Wars.
This and the first two Avengers movies. That's why Rogue One could never be this for me, because this is light. It's fun. It's not
Star Wars. Rogue One is
it's not pandering.
Version of Star Wars.
Rogue One was a good movie. The problem with that movie, the first act was awesome. The first two acts were okay. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, and your lead is a girl because it's SJW here. Gamora, Zoe Saldana was great. I was really surprised. I was dreading. I was like, oh,
awesome.
Well, here's the
but she surprised. He looks great in green. Not a CG version of her, and her sword, awesome weapon.
But when for Rocket and Thanos, I had to literally look up their voice actors because they do not sound like Bradley Cooper or Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, which one?
Thanos.
Josh Brolin, Thanos.
Yeah, so I had to literally look them up. It was like, wait, are these really Josh Brolin and Bradley Cooper? I was like, holy shit, they are.
Yeah, they sounded nothing like that. He sounded completely different from the Hangover films, Bradley Cooper.
I was like, Brolin.
And he stole the film for me. I was like, oh my god, this character is so cute and he's badass at the same time.
Yeah,
he's badass.
In the trailer where he catches the gun, he goes, "Oh
yeah."
I was, oh my god, my mind was blown, and he was shooting the gun.
Yeah,
it was like Rambo's. Awesome.
Another thing I loved in this movie
was
when Star-Lord grabs the orb or the gem, whatever it is, and apparently is able to survive it because he's half Terran, which probably means probably half human or whatever.
Well, yeah, half human.
And half human, yeah.
But he's like, but then you have Ronan is like, you're immortal. Oh. And then
what a guard of the galaxy.
I wanted to say it.
Yeah. That was a crowd-pleasing moment.
Like, that was awesome.
We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I know.
The makeup also was fantastic.
The makeup women done. Oh, but the Stanley cameo was funny.
Mm.
It was Rocket inspiring people. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, he's like,
yeah,
where Rocket's like, oh, look at Mr. Rich Guys. Go home and be with your wife or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
That one of the best cameos in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one scene I do it with the jailbreak scene with Groot. That was funny.
Yeah, I need that guy's leg.
Yeah, with the power core.
Yeah, and then also later he tried to
he definitely wanted the leg.
You don't need his eye.
This movie, this was my kind of movie, man. It really was.
I also thought it was funny where when they get Star-Lord blasting back to the ship, he's like, companion, what were you retrieving? And he shows and he puts the flare and he's like, you are an imbecile.
Yeah, an imbecile.
Yeah, it was so great to see that
movie.
And also, Nathan Fillion did have a cameo in it.
And right now, but I don't have my Blu-ray player down here.
Yeah,
so
Fillion's the guy who dragged shoves.
The sequel, I can't wait. So anticipating that sequel.
Yes, I am so excited for that movie.
One kid I
tell you, Kurt Russell's going to be great as Ego. I know it.
I read though that he's not going to appear as the planet version of the character. He's going to appear as more human-like.
Yep,
it's fine. It's Kurt freaking Russell. The guy is going to nail
it.
Face. I'm like, you want to see just Kurt Russell's face on a CG planet, or do you want to see him?
Well, here's the thing, though. You know, fanboys are gonna bitch because it doesn't look like the planet version.
They are.
She didn't think about that.
I'm down for the CG face on a planet, or the face on a CG planet, whatever. I'm down for that.
Or if he does that first and then he like turns human or something like that. We'll see what happens, man. I just want to see the film, man. Baby Groot, cute, dancing at the end credits. Laugh out loud in the theater.
Wait, guys. Cool Band.
Nova.
I don't know.
In the Spider-Man cartoon.
No, that's Sam. That's not Nova. That was bullshit. I hate that show. But Nova was awesome. He's one of the best kids. But he's part of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Also, They're gonna probably show Captain Marvel at the end credits, probably in one of the credit scenes, like a glimpse of her.
Yep, I can see that
Like a
happening.
sign
Yeah,
to get-
pretty cool.
She's supposed to have a history with Star-Lord.
Yeah,
So,
she also has
I
with
can't
Clee
wait, man.
with
Brie Larson, she's gonna knock it out of the park, man.
Yeah,
She's gonna be on Captain Marvel because here's the Captain Marvel. Carrie Damon actually was the
Marvel's first super heroine.
but actually upgrade Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, I am happy she's going to Captain Marvel. I am kind of sad that she's not going to Ms. Marvel thing. Ms. Marvel, that was with the title.
Yeah.
But why they change it? The reasons.
I got a stupid question for you, Mr. Comic Book Nerd.
Feminism. That's why.
Okay.
Miss Marvel just sounds too feminine. Like Captain Marvel. I know it's a female. I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
Was Nebula ever part of the team?
Who?
Nebula.
Yeah. So, actually, I don't know because I haven't read a Guardians of the Galaxy.
I read one comic and that was it. It didn't have these characters though. It had like some other team of Guardians.
Yeah, it was some. I think it was the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't remember. I didn't know what Guardians of the Galaxy because I don't know anything about the characters.
It was very obscure and they made it mainstream now, man.
Indeed, it paid off because this is huge. No one.
After seeing this movie, I blame Roger Gosnell for Scooby-Doo.
Agreed. I blame Studio.
Because James Gunn, if you've seen his other films, like if you've seen Super or if you've seen Slither, those films actually are very witty and they're fun movies.
Slither was one of the darkest.
He wrote Dawn of the Dead, the remake, which is, I think it's fun. I think that's a good remake. It's one of the better remakes of the 2000s.
Agreed. Shredder freaked me out when I saw it on TV.
Yeah, the visual effects worked fine in that movie. It's a really good movie on that budget. Because like, if Abrams did that, it would have been a lot of winking at the camera, and I wouldn't have liked that. But
yeah, it would have been bad. Jenkins might have been.
Gunn knows what he's doing, man. He wants to please the fans. He wants to make people entertained.
Indeed.
And also the after credit scene with Howard the Duck really
that was
so funny.
I didn't expect that. That was awesome.
Please God, let's not have an MCU movie of Howard the Duck. Just no.
I hope so.
I have the 80s film. It's dumb, but I can watch it.
That fight scene cameo was perfect. That fight scene cameo was perfect. I mean, like,
put it this way: if Howard the Duck ever gets put in an MCU movie, kill his ass off after the opening credits.
Or just make him do something funny.
No,
yeah, you made it funny.
not have him in the movie at all.
Why?
Wait, Howard the Duck was awesome.
What you guys
Howard
think?
the Duck. Oh, speaking of cameos, holy shit, I can figure out. We're talking about the Celestial for says with the collector.
Yes, Benicio del Toro, who's apparently going to be playing Boba Fett's son in episode 8. How that's going to work, I don't know.
That seemed a bit odd.
Yeah,
Boba Fett is. Well, actually, that's true. In the film, his life.
There's just no. I'm not going to talk about that, but anyway. Yeah.
Well, this movie reminded me did what New Party did. It actually made me kill at the beginning. Party Galaxy one party, I didn't give it anywhere. Well, even after you might, even though I never heard about it. But after watching this movie, this made me a fan of Party Galaxy. I love the characters. I love it. But he's not one about this character. We're actually a video game actually this year. Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy, which I didn't expect that to happen. Like, never in a million years would I ever expect Guardians of the Galaxy to be a great movie, but it paid off big time.
And it was the summer hit that nobody saw coming. Like, people thought the biggest summer movie was going to be something else, but
this movie was an example of a sleeper hit.
Yeah,
indeed.
It came out in August. Or May. It came out in August.
Yeah, August 1st.
I was
August
like.
1st.
Yep, August
and
1st.
I will never forget that day, man. I went on that Friday night. I loved every second of it, and
but
when it came out on
that the Friday after this movie, we got Crap Turtles.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that train wreck. I saw that. Saw that 2014. Wait,
that's a movie no one asked for. This was a breath of fresh air, man.
No one expected that. It was in space. It was the space opera done right.
And I love sci-fi, so this was the perfect movie for me to end the summer. It really was, man. Because I love seeing spaceships and battles. Oh my god.
it's been amazing.
I felt like a kid again. I was like 12 years old again when I saw this movie. Just like with the first Avengers.
This movie looked amazing in IMAX. This movie looked amazing in IMAX.
I didn't see it in IMAX, but I saw it in 2D because I didn't see the 3D version. But worth the price of admission, man.
Indeed.
And the sequel, I have such high hopes for it.
Same.
Like you think, I actually want to 3D hurt my eyes. But I love this movie. It is one of the best movie, one of the best Guardian movie, one of the best superhero movie. But this is how you do a new comedy for MCU, but do it right. Because so many directors try to adapt sci-fi, but always fail miserably. But this is how you do a split opera. Like no bullshit exposition. Nobody can bullshit boring scenes. You get to the point. It's a fun comedy. It's a fun ride. It's pure Star Wars. Actually, this movie is Star Wars. Like, holy shit.
It is Star Wars.
Awesome.
It is. Screw your rehashes, Disney. This is my new Star Wars. Look at that font. All you need is the opening crawl, and there you go.
Fun fact, one had an open crawl.
Yeah. Do that in Guardians 3 or whatever, or in Avengers Infinity War, and it's Star Wars. I'm like, yes, this is the movie I've been looking for, Sean.
Yes.
Movie
I was looking for.
It's surpassed expectations.
I am
all I
looking
can say.
I'm carrying my last movie. Like, may she rest in peace.
Yes.
Right, but
yeah, that's the only reason I'm gonna go see that.
I agree with this. Best Marvel movie ever.
agreed.
Pretty damn close, though.
My third favorite. This is my third favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. If there was such a rate as a, there was such
I
a.
still agree with this critic quote right here.
Out of 5. This movie is so good.
Epic and breathtaking.
Yeah, it really broke my scale. Like it's better get a 6 out of 5.
It's so good it breaks the scale, man.
The sequel's gonna do that for me. I know it. I know it.
The sequel's gonna be amazing.
Yes, since Civil War.
I saw this movie
and
never thought it would top Avengers, and it did.
It did have Avengers. Holy shit.
Holy, how do you top Avengers? But it did.
Winter Soldier was a great sequel, but they didn't mind. The Guardian had a huge surprise. No one expected. I didn't expect that to be those. Like, it destroyed Avengers. Like both Winter Soldier and this movie are neck and neck.
And here's the funny thing: this movie did in one film that Phase 1 took 5 movies to do.
Yep.
It set up the characters, made us care about them, and it even gave us a team dynamic.
Indeed.
It took 5 movies.
Yes.
Talking into one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Until they appear in Infinity War next year.
Actually 4 if you take out Iron Man.
Yeah, Infinity War.
Actually 4 if you take Iron Man 2 out of the equation. Yeah, this did what 4 movies. It took 4 movies to do. Holy shit!
Indeed. And the other movie, only Suicide Squad, which scratch that. Besides Suicide Squad, I don't want to compare that
Josh
movie.
said that don't compare this movie to Suicide Squad, so
I will compare it if I want.
Like
soundtrack is like similar.
Yeah, Star Trek. Like both movies are great.
It's just here it's organic and it feels right. In that movie, it's just thrown in there.
So Star Trek is a good movie. I go to my non-Star Trek film. I love the second one and third movie. Well, third movie is my favorite out of the trilogy. You know what? Second one was okay. Anyways, back to Guardian Happy. Guardian Happy is a great movie. I love the movie. I highly recommend that you should see this.
Yes, I agree with Tevye. Love the movie. Highly recommend it. Yep. If you've not seen this movie, I feel so bad for you.
Oh wait, she started 2 questions.
Sean, you haven't seen a lot of movies, so
yeah, you haven't seen Lethal Weapon. They have box sets of the movies everywhere, like at Best Buy, at Target.
Well, now they do.
You've never seen Alien, though. You've never seen none of the Alien films, so yeah.
I saw Prometheus.
What? None of the Alien films?
I've seen Prometheus.
Wait, which ones? Alien 1 and Alien 2?
This is a prequel we didn't ask for. See Alien and Aliens this year, please.
Well, speaking of Prometheus, we are getting a sequel, Alien Covenant.
Don't have any interest. I'd rather see the sequel to this. This is more wanted for me.
Same. And hell,
it's more of a sequel that we need, not a sequel that needs to be rehashed.
And
Well,
now,
Aaron Covenant, I am looking forward to. I am intrigued by it. I think for me, it was okay, but you know what?
But anyways,
Dude,
back to Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would rather see Age than
Yeah.
Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
And the film, the Blu-ray has a ton of features. Sean, look at that.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah,
Commentary, deleted scenes with the commentary, gag reel, and a bunch of other stuff.
Age of Ultron.
exclusive look at Age of Ultron as well.
Guys of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Visual effects.
that's why I always get the Blu-ray
Guys of the Galaxy
because they have
was
everything.
Whoever
One
loves this
package.
movie, there's no way this can be beat in the MCU. Not even Civil War topped it.
Second one can. It has a chance.
Yes.
Yeah, second one did have a chance. Civil War, I mean.
And I'll say this. If Homecoming ends up topping this movie, I will be shocked.
Same here.
But I have a feeling that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 might top the first one.
What do you think? Doctor Strange might be the shoe supply because I know it's about to really good with that.
I love that movie too. I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray next week. I'm gonna show it in my next update. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting all winter.
Although I still need a
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This movie is amazing. My favorite in Phase 2. I love this film. These characters are so great. These are the characters that I thought I would really care about, but I actually do. I love Star-Lord.
It brought an unknown poverty from the grave back to life.
I'll say this. Star-Lord's probably the most fleshed out character in the entire movie.
It's his story, that's why.
I'm saying.
He
probably
is.
the most fleshed out.
Yeah. He's the main character. He's the leader of the team. And fun fact. They actually made a change from the actual comic because with no origin story of Star-Lord. Yes, he's a Jagger. Since I know with no comics from Star-Lord, I did some research. Apparently his father is Jaden Spartak. Now they wanted to change it to his father from the original is because rights issues. It's a long story. Fox,
yeah, I know. It's just too many rights issues. Marvel should just own everything. Marvel Studios should own all the characters.
I'm surprised if in Guardians 2 we get a scene between Russell and Rooker because in the end of this movie, they even state that the reason why they got Star-Lord off Earth was because their mission was to deliver him to his father. So,
yep, man, they kind of jackass.
So I'm saying, I won't be surprised if we get a scene between Rooker and Russell, and be like, why didn't you do your job years ago, you son of a bitch? You gave me my son.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I mean,
that'd be funny that happens.
But it'll still be awesome to see that. Marvel, give me that.
I also love one of my favorite parts about this movie.
Proceed.
Parts about this movie is when Star-Lord dancing off at the end of the movie while he was distracted rolling. That scene was.
I was laughing.
Yeah, that was funny.
I laughed hard.
I'm sorry, you big dummy.
I love the scene in the beginning where they did the opening credits, seeing Star-Lord dance on the planet.
I wanted to dance in the theater when I saw that.
Dance off.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. It embraced what it was. It went for it. That's why the movie made a lot of money, not just because of 3D.
Marvel took a risk by making characters that people know.
I ain't coming to anything about
worked,
including me. All took a huge risk and it paid off.
We've all Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Anywho.
Yes, but my grade for this movie, I said I never really said my opinion. I love this movie. My third favorite in the MCU. I enjoyed the heck out of this film. Like I said, a character that people don't generally know and make it work. Marvel, she did a darn good job. I love all these characters. I love the soundtrack. I actually have the soundtrack on my Spotify account. I listen to it once in a while whenever I'm in the mood to listen to one of their songs. I do say that this movie is visually stunning. I love the visuals of this film.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Very
great
hilarious. Yes. This is actually probably the best looking movie in the MCU so far.
Indeed.
it's actually pretty tough to say that because all the movies in MCU look great.
Yeah.
Especially on Blu-ray.
This movie on Sean, we get a chance. I know you own DVD, but try to get the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is amazing, especially this cover.
And the visuals, everything. The sound is great. It's
Yeah, well,
great
apparently-
investment.
Movie.
I'm feeling that a lot of people have movies on Blu-ray they already own on DVD.
Agreed.
Because
Yeah.
waste of money.
You know you can sell them on eBay, then rebuy the movie. But anyways, love this movie.
Even if you sell on eBay, some of the seller could rip you off. Believe me, I know from experience.
I do have that problem with eBay sometimes. But anyways, love this movie. One of my favorite comic book movies of all time. It's in one of my top 10 favorite comic book movies of all time. I love every second of this movie. And you know what? I'm gonna give this movie an A+. That's how much I freaking love this film.
It's really one of the best days.
It gets an A for me too, just because the villain is kind of weak and he looks cool, but he doesn't really do much.
I do like the villain in this movie, but it didn't really hurt the film. It's still a perfect film in my opinion. This movie's perfect.
It's great.
Yeah. It felt like it always felt the same story.
Avengers are my favorite MCU films. This, Civil War, and the Avengers.
Same.
That's a great trio of just.
Get to the next film in Phase 2. Now we see the return of the world's mightiest heroes.
We never got the end credit scene in Guardians of the Galaxy.
We did. We talked about the.
Yeah, we did.
Howard the Duck and the other one with the collector, right?
The collector and the dog and Cosmo.
Yeah, the Russian dog.
The duck. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Marvel, make a Howard the Duck movie now. I want to see that.
I say no. I say watch Howard the Duck in that movie. That's it. We don't need to see more of them. Anyways.
Yes.
Now, time to talk about the sequel we've been long waiting for years.
With Avengers: Age of Ultron now.
Yeah, Age of Ultron.
My favorite film of 2015.
Same here.
Well, let me get up. I want you guys to see the poster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron, my favorite MCU movie. I think it's very underrated and enjoyed on the promise to me. Quick said that used to piss me off, but I can get over it now. I thank the movie for introducing me to my number one HE. Ocean. Thank you, Josh. Man, she's now an awesome scholar, but she's a hot accent, full powered, and she's badass. And after rewatching the film many times, I love it anymore. I love her anymore now that I'm watching her other films. I love Vision, and he was also in the accent.
Yeah, Vision was great.
Like the accent and other actors were cool as always. I have no issue against the movie, but I just want to do one thing. Give me extended to Age of Ultron because I can get the movie. I'm very pumped to see Infinity War. I had to cause it, but the film because it's something I hearing about it. But so far, Infinity War is getting its job done from a process. Thank you, John, for that long paragraph.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Get a new webcam, man, so we can see you more.
But
yeah.
I doubt we're gonna get it because all these movies have an ongoing narrative throughout, and then adding an extended compromise that.
Yeah, and trying to extend it Age of Ultron that way, where basically didn't extend it.
Yeah, I'm fine with this one.
Same here. Anywho, what talk about Age of Ultron, the sequel to Avengers. Now, when this movie was announced, I was excited about her because Ultron was my favorite villain. Yes, they had to make the change in the comics because originally Ant-Man was supposed to come out before Age of Ultron, but did
not know that.
Echo like leaving, which one we'll get to that. We'll get to this movie later. But due to Ant-Man situation, they had to change Ultron origin to Tony Stark making Ultron instead of Hank Pym making Ultron. Which I'm pretty fine with that change. That actually makes sense because Ultron wanted to jump into the villains. So in order to compromise, they had to make an unnecessary change. I support that.
And Chubby, didn't that happen in one of the animated movies?
Yeah, it did. In Avengers Next Generation, I think. I don't remember. Hang on, I'll check.
Either way, it makes sense though.
Yeah, it does. Hold on. Let's see. $13. Holy shit! Oh yeah, found it. Next Avengers. I got it. It is. Yeah, that's the movie. Gentlemen, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the movie. That's Returning Credit Ultron.
Mm.
Mhm.
I have that movie. Yeah.
That movie.
I haven't seen
that
it.
movie-
It looks
that
like
movie-
Avengers Junior movie.
It's okay. It's not a bad movie. It's an okay actual story. I actually kind of liked it.
Yeah, it was cute.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ultron, that movie, oh shit, was dark. Because the other dark side of that movie. Anyways, speak of Ultron, Ultron. Okay, some people might be critical of this movie because this movie is not good the first film. Fair enough.
I disagree with that. I loved it just as
There's my
much.
counter argument. This movie is a great sequel. Like Hawkeye was awesome
It
as
is.
always. The general got major push of the movie was awesome. Scarlet Witch is amazing.
I love
Stalker was. Okay, Stalker was kind of a disappointment. That did kind of annoy me. I watched the Stalker kick ass. But that wasn't the main focus. Scarlet Witch was an amazing movie. Holy shit. The Scarlet Witch's powers are awesome.
Yeah.
Mind games.
Yeah, and I love that line that
Yeah.
Hawkeye says when she tries to hypnotize me. Like, I've done the whole mind control thing. Not my thing.
Not bad.
not a fan.
Not a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
From
like,
the
that's
first
funny.
movie. Yeah.
like, aha, reference to the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I actually love how they kind of give Hawkeye development.
Yeah. They give him a lot of screen time this time.
Indeed.
Also, okay,
And
I'll say this. The idea of Banner and Black Widow being together, that pretty much kind of came the fuck out of nowhere.
I love that because it makes sense. It's
Literally.
great leadership.
East. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
it
should
makes sense.
Fiona, actually. Shrek and Fiona.
But it came out of nowhere, though. They shared no romantic
Bother me.
tension in the first movie.
That's one
What
of the
bothered
things.
me was what people were saying about Joss Whedon
No.
on Twitter. He's sexist. Oh, he's so
Okay,
Yeah, that
sexist.
pissed me off. What the fuck, people?
Yeah. Whedon didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve
At all.
Yeah, glad you mentioned that. What was going on about that? Because I didn't really
No,
understand
because
that.
the scene where he says that he can't have children, and she's like, "Oh, I can't have kids either," and they said that was sexist or something.
What? Fuck you asshole!
What?
Like, Josh Whedon is a good director.
So
Like, fuck
that
you,
when
assholes.
she gets captured by Ultron, like later in the film, and like, "Oh, look, she's a weak character. Joss Whedon's so sexist against women." I'm like,
If they're calling Josh Whedon sexist for not letting Black Widow have children, then they may as well call the people who made Fuller House sexist for writing the stuff and you can't have kids.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm not that boy. I don't know what, but you know what? That's
people
not
are just
popular.
stupid. I don't know what they were saying about this.
People are morons.
Fembusters,
People are
that's
sensitive.
this is not.
But I'll say this. I don't hate the Black Widow Banner relationship. It just came the fuck out of nowhere. And it
Yeah,
It really.
a lot of things did.
Yeah.
would have made more sense had she been with either Hawkeye or Cap.
Well, here's the thing, though. Hawkeye revived that family.
But I'm just saying, though, Chad, it would have made more sense, though.
hmm I get that.
But yeah,
Because they have a past.
true.
Yep.
And I kind of like how they kind of, for lack of a phrase, cover up this whole idea of how they were never mentioned before, but yet now we know that Hawkeye has a family. It's because he made a deal with Fury to keep it out of his record. That
Yep.
makes sense. As to why they were never brought up before.
Fun fact: that's starting down for what Open's 2.
But
Okay, you're confused.
Obviously.
Open's 2 is over Hawkeye and a family, but in the comics, in the open comic, Hawkeye family is killed off. How? By a traitor. Who's a traitor in the comic? Guess.
Bucky.
Wrong.
Ooh.
Black Widow.
Ah. But yeah, I'm just
Well,
saying.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. That is in the alternate universe. That's not the main universe, so it doesn't exist.
But I'm just saying though.
Anyways.
The idea of them saying that Hawkeye made a deal with
The winning team in Marvel.
to keep his family off his records. That was a great way to cover up the fact that his family came the fuck out of nowhere, because they were never brought
Indeed.
up once in the other movies. So,
Yep.
Thank you for covering up one thing that came the fuck out of nowhere.
Yep. But James Spader Ultron was awesome. I love James Spader.
His voice was haunting in the theater. I felt every bit of dialogue he said. It was like, he had this really soothing voice. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's creepy.
Oh, and also, some funny behind-the-scenes thing. Okay, you remember how Spader was basically in like a suit for the motion capture?
Mhm.
You remember something funny? Okay, apparently, for Ultron's eyes, Spader had like red balls on top of his head. So So when Elizabeth Olsen was having dialogue with Ultron, she was actually looking at Spader's actual eyes, and then Aaron Taylor Johnson was like, "Lizzie, look at his balls."
Yeah, that's funny.
The red balls. Look
Yeah,
at
just
his balls. I
That's
read
funny.
the and I just laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too
Like,
judged.
that's awesome.
I was like, wow, so Velma's in this movie. Velma and Hawkeye got married. Wow.
Yes.
Yep. Anywho, one thing I would bring down with that Ultron is that the movie is dark. Dark. Okay. I'm fond of dark movies. But when we keep telling the first movie, I would expand more on the story than the first movie.
Oh,
I like to
now
focus
we're
more on the characters.
Let's bring up the waste that is Andy Serkis. Wow.
Claw?
Way to
I mean,
waste
yeah, the villain for Black Panther.
Yes.
Even about Black Panther.
Thank you, Marvel. You wasted Andy Serkis.
Well,
Hey,
actually, that's true.
Abrams.
He's coming back. Well, that's not true. He's coming back in the for Black Panther.
It doesn't matter. He was wasted.
Not really. He's still good in it.
15.
But
You
Ultron.
wasted Andy Serkis. Because he's wasted in Force Awakens as well.
Yeah, he's not even on screen. He's just a voice. He's a ghost or a hologram or whatever he is. I don't know.
I agree, Josh. I'm with Josh on this one. Andy Serkis was random. I might screen that matter.
Still, it's just either have him in more or don't have him at all.
There's a lot of people that are in this film. I mean,
it is. But one day I would have to go to Wakanda. I was happy about that. I was happy to represent Black Panther.
And I know we're going to talk about Civil War at a later time, but I have to bring this up now. Why didn't they just use this Wakanda incident to spark Black Panther's involvement instead of contriving that whole council government thing?
Well, the government then would make more sense.
because I don't think Black Panther was casted yet, man.
Yeah, but Black Panther wasn't casted.
That doesn't mean they couldn't
Because
have brought
Boseman
it
was
later.
doing another movie.
Well, they did go for Age of Ultron. They went though.
I like BVS, I do, but Civil War made the same mistake BVS did by trying to introduce this whole elaborate thing just to catapult the movie's events.
Except it made more sense in Civil War. Civil War had an actual plot. BVS had no plot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point to that instead of using the previous movie to catapult the events, they contrive this whole new situation.
For Western time, on BVS would convolute all out Civil War.
I was trying to make a point that you apparently are not understanding. I'm trying
I understand the point.
situation with with Andy Serkis in Wakanda could have been enough to motivate Black Panther in Civil War. They didn't need to show his father dying. They could have had his father die in the Wakanda incident that involved Banner and Tony when they had their fight.
Still,
Yeah, because
probably would have had
the
less
biggest
screen
problem
time
that
there.
people have with Age of Ultron is that basically setting up
I'm just saying, it would have
other
been
films and other
It is setting up a lot. It sets up Thanos at the end.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
setting up Black Panther. Setting up Thor Ragnarok.
set up Black Panther.
Involvement.
Indeed.
It does, but it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah,
bother me. The characters are all well done, even in their small screen time.
Yeah, but this movie is a well-oiled machine. It feels organic.
Yeah, it's a great action movie. It is. It's just every single action scene was spot on.
Okay.
The one scene that did feel forced, I do agree with John Wayne. This one that they all sitting there with four go to the cave.
I'm not sure you guys know this.
That felt unnecessary.
Do you guys know that Serkis was the motion capture consultant on this movie?
Yep.
Because he's done a lot of it.
Does he?
Yeah, motion capture.
He was there to help Mark Ruffalo and James Spader on their motion capture.
Yep. Indeed.
That was awesome that they gave him that. That was cool.
Indeed.
Because even Ruffalo said in an interview that Serkis helped with the Hulk. That was cool.
I'm happy about that.
So I guess you say
Anywho,
that short screen time.
Another Quicksilver has gone with great because I love Quicksilver seeing David Van Apocalypse. Quicksilver awesome in the movies. But this movie, Quicksilver awesome in this movie too, but they're both great.
Yeah, and then they kill him off at the end.
We'll get to that in a minute.
I actually understand. I actually did my Quicksilver's death in this film. I really didn't.
Yeah, I might not, but that didn't make sense because I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Aaron Taylor Johnson signed a multi-film contract. You don't do that if you're going to die in the first movie. Granted, he didn't know that. He didn't know that. But still, why would you sign the guy to a multi-film contract if you're going to kill him in his first movie?
He can still come
back. I guess
X-Men,
they wanted to use the character more.
They do it to bring him back. Like Infinity War.
His name's not in the credits, genius. I've looked.
It could be a surprise, but who knows?
Still, his name's not in the credits. I've looked.
Credits don't mean jack shit until we see the movie itself.
Yeah.
Movie, I know what's nice.
Yeah, but anyways,
Keep talking about
but Age of Ultron. So who else would give their thoughts?
Josh already wrote it, so.
Age of Ultron.
Just got one more film and we are done.
I love this movie. I don't get why people like this movie.
It was worth the wait.
Yeah, one at a time. One at a time.
Okay.
Go, Tevye.
Okay. All right. You're done. I agree with John. Everyone was a sequel. It was a good sequel. Was it good the first film? That's impossible because the first one was amazing. It was the lightning ball. It was a great sequel to Ultron. Ultron was amazing. I don't care if people hate Ultron. Ultron was an awesome movie. Screw you haters and screw you people who are Josh Whedon. How dare you Josh Whedon did everything in his power to make the movie great. Yes, it was a Hollywood movie great. Yes, in the film, who fucking cares? It's a great sequel. I love this movie, and this movie was amazing. And for Vision was an awesome movie. Vision would be firing live action. I never expected to be a Vision movie. Like the change of Ultra made sense. I don't care. I don't care about the change. The change was organic. It didn't feel forced. And all the actors are great. They feel like a family. That's another movie. All the actors they feel like more organic and they feel more connected than the first movie. It's first movie felt connected, but this movie it felt more family. That's awesome. I love that. And Josh Whedon, I love Josh Whedon. I'm glad he made the sequel. It was a great sequel. except though, like when you go forward in the cave, that was not jumping idea. That was more entertainment, more like promo bullshit. So fuck you, like promo. You know everything.
I read this movie was originally supposed to be like 3 hours until they cut it down to like 2.
Yeah, it was.
And 20 minutes. I think.
Like what the fuck?
That kind of sucked. Yeah, I would love to see a 3 hour cut.
I can understand why people say that it feels like it moves too fast because they cut almost fucking 40 minutes out.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck?
I really bring more Ike Perlmutter bullshit than Feige. Ike Perlmutter with the simply running more entertainment. Thank God more studios separate about Ike Perlmutter bullshit, and now more studios free to do whatever they want. I'm fine with that because this is the movie actually why Josh Whedon led. But I don't bring Josh Whedon. I bring more entertainment. Thank God more studios follow more entertainment bullshit.
I will never understand why that's in a red case.
Yep.
I will never understand why.
Oh God, who cares?
Eyes, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway, like I love this movie, and it's a great movie. Yes, we suck because it's a 3 hour cut. We know what? Fuck it. It's a great sequel, and he's one better than the movie about time. It does suck. Josh Whedon not just the first movie, which that does kind of bother me. Josh Whedon made Avengers. I really wish he directed the third movie, but we get the Russo Brothers, which Russo Brothers I do love, but it doesn't really celebrate Josh Whedon's final movie. But since they
Jon Favreau didn't direct Iron Man 3.
Josh Whedon, you'll be missed, and this is the swan song. Salute man, and I love this movie.
Screw the haters that gave you crap on Twitter because they don't deserve attention at all.
Agreed. Those haters, fuck you haters. You ruin everything. I did hard. Josh Whedon. Anyway, I'll get my rating. Okay, it's on midnight. And I give this movie a praise. A 5/5. Perfection. A plus. I love this movie. Not good the first film, but you know what? It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. And also in the movie too. Also one scene out of the movie when the Hulk I thought the older said, no, you're in hindsight. Good. But yeah, it's funny. Oh, speaking of the Hulk, what's up with the Hulk buster armor scene?
Best scene in the movie. I laughed a lot.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That scene was great.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and see a Hulk older. Oh, for God's sake, that was also funny. Like Ultron was awesome. But he was funny.
That scene was great.
That was great. Like, you spent it wearing a ball. You mean Ultron? It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole with the iron stuff, that's a great plan. That plan was holy shit amazing.
What?
When the Hawkeye have scar with with all iron stuff, like we're fighting a giant iron at 45. Never made sense. They're not gonna do my job. Movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the actors were great. The characters were great. Everybody was perfect. I don't know why and it's a great movie. I recommend it. I got my rating anyway. Next, Sean.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Some parts of it don't make sense, like the Banner Black Widow relationship. That will never make sense to me. I'm sorry.
Brian didn't like it either. So.
Yeah, I'm not. I enjoyed this movie not as much as the first movie. But yeah, I thought Spader does a great job as the villain, as Ultron. And being I'm not a comic book nerd, I don't mind if they changed it to Tony and Banner.
Yeah, I might change either. I support the change.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting though because it makes Tony and Banner work together more. I thought that was cool. It kind of develops their relationship. Especially when Banner's like, "Oh, we are in it now." When everyone finds out that they created Ultron, I thought that seemed kind of funny.
Indeed.
And then when Tony's starting to spew a monologue or whatever, Banner's like trying to say, "Nope, don't say anything. Like, don't say anything that's getting even more."
Where Luke? I'm in Luke. This is actually one we don't on.
But yeah, I enjoy this movie. It's a lot of fun. I saw this in theaters. I had a great time with it. Although I can't believe I'm saying this because I can't believe Star Wars is doing this, but you may have to watch an episode of I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 2, because otherwise the opening scene will kind of make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it did. It did make sense to me.
Well, I'm just trying to offer an idea. Because in, I think, season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Coulson calls Maria Hill to tell her where they found the staff, and then she tells the Avengers, because the Avengers assume Coulson is dead. So watching that episode will make the opening scene make way more sense. But I mean, it's still fandom, I'm just saying. But yeah, this.
Yeah, it should actually connect to Ito with that, and I expected that to happen.
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. A lot of fun. Not as good as the first movie, but I am looking forward to Infinity War.
Yeah, me too.
So now,
Yes, we all are, actually.
Still wish it was a 2-part movie instead of a movie and a sequel.
yeah, whatever.
I guess because it'll feel stretched out. They don't want a cliffhanger ending, and then we got to wait to another year for it now.
Yeah, like
trying to spend
with
with
Hunger
2 parts
Games,
doesn't work. Like even though I'll go a 2-part movie, I'm that's gonna work. Not for Infinity War.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I've already scored this movie probably about 3 out of 5.
that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
John? No, John.
Well, with the poster you see behind me, it's one of my favorite movies in the MCU. It's one of my favorite films, period. I love the film. To me, it's just as good as the first one. I'm not going to say, it's inferior, because I love both films equally. There's films that I had anticipated. They met my expectations. I paid good money to see them in the theater. I love the experience. The crowd was mostly on my side, and laughed a lot. I had a lot of entertainment value from this film, and the fact that it was made years after the first one, like 3 years after the first one, and it met my expectations. That is rare in Hollywood, especially with sequels.
Yeah.
And Whedon didn't deserve the crap he got. He made an entertaining movie. He even said it on the commentary that he's not perfect, but he did a great movie, and I love every second of it.
Great job.
It's a long movie. I don't feel it at all. Everything flows well. Yeah, it's overstuffed, but it's overstuffed with awesome. Unlike some sequels we got in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Being the mind gem is in Vision's head, it's going to suck when they rip that out of him.
Yeah, when Banner killed him.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah.
Holy shit.
Android's not going to feel much, but oh well.
Yeah, it's going to be like, Vision.
Right, let's go break me. I love Vision in this movie. I like a little bit in Civil War.
John, you gave your thoughts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Evan.
Huh?
Yeah, Jen.
Okay.
Continue.
Age of Ultron. Okay. I was very excited. I was going to see this movie. Actually saw this movie. This was a birthday present of mine. I saw this movie with my family. We saw this movie in IMAX. It was a great birthday present. And I was very excited. This actually was one of my most anticipated movies of 2015, next to Force Awakens.
Yep.
My second most anticipated film of that year, and I was very excited to see this movie. Like, this is going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I left out the theater, bit disappointed, because this movie wasn't really as great as the first movie. I really do like the movie. I really do. Don't get me wrong. But this movie has some problems I do have. Like, and Hulk, like, relationship, what you were like, huh? What? I didn't really buy it that much. I didn't buy it at all. And James Spader's Ultron. James Spader, okay. His voice is intimidating. James Spader's his voice is intimidating. I do think that, but I would have preferred the comic look where he has more like a jack-o'-lantern face. But I didn't mind this look. I would have preferred to look at the comics.
Yeah. Well, actually, here's the thing about that. Fun fact: they made a reference to that look near the end of the movie with the last
One of the drones has the face. Yeah.
Like
Yes, I actually do remember that. But it was great seeing the Avengers again on the big screen. I do love the scene in the first 5 minutes of the movie. You see all the coming together. It's in slow motion, that big shot.
Straight out of a comic, yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing. That I was like, I was watching. I'm like, I'm watching a comic book movie right now. Like this movie was, especially when you watch it in IMAX. It looks freaking amazing. When you watch this movie in IMAX, it looks amazing. Okay, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch. Okay, which I like. Quicksilver could have been better. When he died, I will admit I wasn't really surprised since X-Men and Quicksilver was part of the X-Men, so they had to kill Quicksilver off. So, they can't really have him. Which I'm kind of glad that they have a Quicksilver for Marvel, a Quicksilver for Fox. Which I'm kind of glad they did that. That was great. The Hulkbuster scene was actually one of my favorite scenes of this film, and I do love. Let's see, I go back but excited to watch that scene again because that's an amazing scene.
Yeah, it's the money shot. Yeah, it is.
That's actually probably my favorite scene in the entire film. I remember watching that scene in theaters. It looked great in IMAX. I mean, everything about this movie. This was one of my favorite IMAX experiences. This movie right here, and the scene where the final act where they find all Ultron's army, that was a great scene as well. I mean, this is one of those movies where it feels like everything could just come straight out of a comic book. Almost everything is in this film.
Indeed. And I want to my sequel that tried to big blockbuster that tried to that failed Chappie. God, that movie sucked. That movie that year.
Yeah,
it entertained me.
This movie actually came out the same month as another movie that's on right now, Mad Max Fury Road, which
overrated.
What?
Sorry,
That was awesome.
Parker, I know he's not here, but still, yeah, I'm not gonna love that movie. I know it. Don't have the cast.
Yes,
nothing
but
to me in that.
I do love the addition.
Movies.
I do love the addition of Vision in this film. Vision was a great addition to the MCU, and Paul Bettany was fantastic.
Indeed.
Also, one of my main problems with the movie is that it sets up Black Panther, Infinity War. We see Tony and Steve Rogers talking outside when they're chopping wood and stuff. It kind of sets up Civil War a little bit.
Yeah, the tension.
Yep.
Yes, it sets up Black Panther, sets up Thor Ragnarok, sets up Infinity War, it sets up a whole bunch of films in the MCU. Yeah, it almost felt like not a teaser trailer to other movies. No, it almost feels more of a setup film in a way. And I know this movie it really broke Josh Whedon. I remember this here about this movie. It really broke Josh Whedon.
Yeah.
Sad. Like I said, it was great seeing the Avengers again. It's not my favorite in the MCU. I really wanted it to be when I saw all the trailers and the advertisements. This was one of my. I saw all the trailers and the advertisements. I just wanted this movie to be the best film in the MCU. I wanted it to be, but unfortunately, it wasn't. It's still a fun popcorn movie. You can just pop it on your Blu-ray anytime. You still have fun with this movie, but it's not a great movie. In my opinion, I'll give this movie a B+, and I'm honest about the grade. Yeah, I give it a B+. A B+. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah.
Agreed. I can send
now let's get to Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Now
Final Phase 2 movie that came out came out in phase 2.
Yep, Ant-Man. I will say, Val, you give your thoughts, then I will say my thoughts. 'Cause I do have some stuff to say about Ant-Man.
Okay. When I first heard about this movie, I didn't know what to expect. But then when I heard Edgar Wright the second day, I expected no help. But when I heard Edgar Wright left, I was nervous. Like, oh no, this is a good failure. Like, I was scared. However, though I saw the Trevor's movie, I think I said again because it looked cool, it looked awesome. And the anime is not one of my favorite characters, or my least favorite characters ever. But I've seen this movie in theaters. I love this movie. This movie is awesome. This movie made me care about Ant-Man.
Yes.
And I didn't expect it to say
Very
that.
funny.
Yeah, indeed, it was very funny. Like, Paula, everything, right? And Corey, so
nailed it.
all the characters, Michael Pena is awesome. But here's the thing, they had to get Edgar Wright's script, well, part of the Edgar Wright's script, which made me happy. I'm glad they get Edgar Wright the credits. That's cool.
Mhm.
I'm glad,
That was a nice touch.
yeah, it was a nice touch. And they kept, 50% of the script, which is cool. Right, they kept the idea of it. And all the characters perfect. Like, after the villain. Okay. Yellow Jacket in the comics was actually Ant-Man, actually Hank Pym's second persona. But since they can do that, we did Hank Pym's controversial stuff. They had to send it to Darren Cross, who actually Darren Cross was at the villain for the second Ant-Man, which is him. Which, that's cool. I have to support that, but they have to change that makes sense. Oh yeah, Scott. Right. The main villain Scott with the origin story when the comic is actually Dylan Clark. That they got that like Yellow Jacket and it's really up to more villain that made sense. And actually Yellow Jacket, who's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's kind of underused, but he's all right.
Yeah, he's okay villain. Is he the best villain? No. But you know what? He said purpose, but it's a great origin story for Apollo's character. Like all the characters great. The story was awesome. The story was cool. And I can't remember Ant-Man 2. Oh, when I do it with the whole shrinking, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Can someone send me
That's pretty cool. Like,
case?
I can't. Sorry.
Case? Yeah, I can make my own combo pack.
Anywho, another I was another I was with the Wasp. I'm glad they showed the Wasp in the movie. That made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but now they've discovered a way to pull Janet out. I wonder if they'll cast a young actress.
That's why I went to myself.
Well, because the way Hank described it, that in the multiverse, whatever it's called, the what?
Michaelverse.
Whatever.
The Michaelverse.
He said that time is basically mutable or whatever. Like you don't age or whatever. So it makes you wonder if they're going to cast a young actress.
That's why I wonder. Because Janet Van Dyne is still chopping there.
Speaking of young, what did we think of the CGI young Michael Douglas?
I love that. I expect that.
I didn't know that was
awesome.
I actually read they looked at some of the movies he did in the 80s as like a reference point.
Yeah, like Wall Street.
Yep, Wall Street.
Probably American
And
President.
Romancing the Stone, I think he was in that. Yeah.
Indeed.
Or was that Martin Sheen who did that movie?
No, that was Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas, you made a movie. If they made a sequel to that movie with Shia LaBeouf.
No, that's
sequel is not that great.
I also mentioned American.
That's Wall Street 2. Yeah, that's not the first one, Wall Street.
Yeah, the first one is a classic. The sequel is bad.
Oh, Douglas was an American president.
Yep.
I thought it was Martin Sheen. Well, Sheen actually is in the movie, but I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, surprise. I was definitely expecting my expectations were like they were like a medium, not too high, but
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off, and I thought it was one of the funnier Marvel films, and it did a lot of things different. Like, it's
Yeah.
basically, the suit is similar to Iron Man, and
But that's
he's
the point.
Yeah, and
but it's not. He can't fly. No, I love the things with the flying ants. He's flies
Indeed.
on his back. That's awesome.
Yeah, that
That
was
reminded me
awesome.
of, like,
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that
Honey, I
his
Shrunk
aunt
the
is actually
Kids.
my name. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that they did that, and the scene with the penny.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was
like,
awesome.
wow, ants can actually do that.
okay, and I find
That's
this
so
weird.
cool.
One of my favorite movie YouTube critics basically called this movie a rehashed pile of dog shit. What? Just gonna has traits of Iron Man in it?
Yeah, who
Well, it
fucking
wasn't
cares?
Jeremy Johns. He liked it.
No, I'm talking about film
Yeah,
master.
yeah, I loved it.
He basically called this a rehashed pile of dog shit.
I don't agree with that at
Neither
all.
do I. What?
Yeah.
No, I disagree with that completely.
Like, what we do? This
Yeah,
movie was a
who
lot.
it's a
cares?
character I never cared about when I was a kid. I said Ant-Man. That sounds like a stupid character. And then this movie took him seriously and paid off.
Yeah. This movie made me care about Ant-Man.
Yeah, and I
cannot believe I'm
liked it
saying
in this
that.
character. I'm like, he's
And
funny and he's
actually,
lighthearted.
like
and
when I get my thoughts, I will talk about as a character before.
Indeed. Like see, Ant-Man was one of my least favorite Avengers. Like, even growing up, I didn't care about him. But after watching this movie made me care about EMH. EMH made me care about Ant-Man, but this movie might have surpassed that completely.
Yeah.
This movie was awesome.
And I'll
Yeah.
say this: since Jurassic World came out the same year, Judy Greer was better in this.
Yeah,
Agreed.
she actually had.
She was
She
better
had
in
the
this
human.
than she was in
I do think that.
Jurassic World, and however much she was in seasons 9 through 12 of 2.5 Men.
Agreed.
That show got sucky.
I didn't want to in that.
Because Charlie
I
Sheen
tried watching
was
it.
funny,
I
that's
just
why.
couldn't enjoy it.
I
Well,
agree. He said, I love the Evangeline Lilly. Yeah, she's a
Ever
knockout.
watched- See, if you ever start watching the show again, watch till up to season 8, and then just skip 9 through 12.
But
So
actually
they
could.
stop that heat.
Basically,
Anyway,
stop
back to
Okay.
early
Ant-Man.
out of the show. 'Cause that's when the writers start
Anyway, back to Ant-Man.
just saying.
It's a little movie that could. It's a little Marvel film that
And hey,
did a lot
you have a Thomas Jenkins reference in this movie.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
That's
Dr.
what
Andy,
I
I love that
laughed
reference.
hard.
That's funny.
John makes sense.
The fight scene, and then it's like with toys. It's like Toy Story, and the train knocks down.
That's funny.
This
Is
movie
it
gave
small
me
scale movie?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibe.
Yeah,
it did,
and
but
I
it
love
did
that.
have to go
That was one of my favorite films from the '80s when I was a kid.
I tried to remember my favorite in the 90s. I go in 90 when I saw the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it came out in '89, but it released on video in
Okay, I got a question
1990.
for you guys.
Yeah, I went in that one.
What do you guys think of Falcon's cameo?
One kill was
Fun.
awesome. I didn't expect that.
In the new Avengers
Fun.
headquarters, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And of course, there was like a tiny Spider-Man reference in this film
Okay, and
towards the end of the film.
did you know that's why Edgar Wright left? Because Marvel wanted to shoot in all the Avengers ties and whatnot.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
that,
Edgar Wright is more of like he writes more comedies that are like R-rated than
No, it's not
something
that.
lighthearted.
This movie, Wright wanted this to be in a standalone movie, but Marvel wanted all the MCU tie-ins. So Edgar Wright left, saying, "I can't do that." So he left.
Creative differences, I get it.
Very different things.
Peyton Reed did a good job though.
Yeah, Peyton Reed picked up Edgar Wright left off.
Paul Rudd and Adam McKay
He still gave the
rewrote chunks of the script to incorporate the MCU references,
Indeed.
such as that opening scene in '89, Falcon's cameo, them referencing how where Michael Douglas said that why would we bring in the Avengers? They're too busy catching cities that fall from the sky.
Yep.
Which that was funny.
I smiled when I saw that. When I heard that, I smiled. I'm like, oh, they reference Age of Ultron. This came out 2 months before.
So speaking of Ultron, we forgot about the end credit scenes.
Yeah, they show Thanos putting the gauntlet on. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Like,
There's only
fine.
one
I
scene.
drew it myself. That's awesome.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
enjoyed
back
this
to
movie.
Ant-Man.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is.
Fun
Well,
film. This is an example of a
I-
fun comic book film.
Okay,
Indeed.
and I actually like this suit better than what was in Civil War. That's just me, though.
Hey, the soundtrack of the movie was very entertaining. The soundtrack was awesome.
Hmm.
Like it felt like an Edgar Wright movie. You know, Edgar Wright didn't direct the movie as he planned. It felt
Have respect for the character. That's why he did the movie so well.
agreed. And so the Edgar Wright, like,
Funny. The guy who directed this was actually supposed to direct Fantastic Four until before Tim Story got the director's chair.
I'm happy about
That
that
was a
because
fine
Fantastic Four was awful. Like, once I love the director, I think he could see that movie.
I'm saying that Peyton Reed was actually supposed to direct Fantastic Four before Tim Story got the job.
Yeah. Well, point that's Fox and Fantastic Four bullshit, and I don't want to talk about that.
I was just saying. I wasn't trying to start anything. I was just saying.
I know. I respect that.
Yeah, I had fun with this movie in the theater.
Same here.
Yeah, I saw it in the summer. It was a great experience. I'm glad I saw it in a small theater because Ant-Man's a small character, but he did big things in the film,
Indeed.
and the humor worked for me. I was laughing a lot, and the heist and everything. It made him more like kind of an anti-hero, but not like unlikable, which is great.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd nailed it.
Indeed, like this movie, I mean, felt like a heist movie, like Edgar Wright with no idea. I respect. I'm glad they respected Edgar Wright with no idea. I'm glad they respected him and his writing. You know, yes, it's in the stuff. It's in they kept Edgar Wright with no idea. They kept the script. Look, sort of, they changed stuff, see, but they kept Wright with no idea without respect. They put in credits that I love. I'm glad they respected his wishes. And having this movie pay off, this movie actually pulled off an impossible movie way it did.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, all the Captain America, thank you, Paul Rudd, and thank you all the work you put, and thank you, Edgar Wright, for giving a good idea, and thank you for paying me for finishing off Edgar Wright stuff.
Yeah.
This movie was great. I recommend it, and it made me care about a kid I didn't give a damn about before. Oh. Also, the main villain in this movie, Yellow Jacket, like I said, Yellow Jacket was an okay villain. Not the best, but you know what? Way better than any other villains we got.
Oh, and that little girl was so cute.
Yeah, she was adorable.
Scott's
She was
little daughter, one of the cutest little girls I've seen in any Marvel movie.
Same here. I agree.
She
the
was
daughter.
missing a tooth, and yeah, it had heart to it. That's what worked about the film.
Yeah, heart and soul.
Some people call, it's a family drama. Didn't need to be that. I'm like, about the character more.
It makes you care about his family, for God's sake.
He has connections with people. He's not just, he's just a superhero, doesn't care about nobody. No, he has a family that he cares about.
Yeah, it's not.
That's deep, man. That's deep.
Indeed, it's not like every other superhero movie I'm doing my family. I say, are you fucking stupid? Unlike times you refer to do this movie did have boy-ass stakes. That made sense, but it's self-contained.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's self-contained because it felt like more personal. But I support that.
Yeah, it did. It resonated with me, definitely.
Yes.
So, same thing. As much as I love Age of Ultron and Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie, I'm actually happy that this movie went back to basics. That they went back to more self-contained story. I think we need that. We're good.
Well,
Yeah,
this movie was originally supposed to be part of Phase 1 until the whole conundrum happened.
Yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is supposed to be the first film of Phase 3, though.
Sure, that was.
True, but it's in the Phase 2. I'm glad it's in the Phase 2. Anyway, now we're talking about Ant-Man, or we're going to still talk about.
We could give our ratings, I guess, because it's 12. It's almost 12:30. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll give my rating.
Yeah.
I give Ant-Man, please.
yeah.
A 4 out of 5 stars. Look at that. But the movie does and stuff that they care about. It's a great movie. I loved the movie theaters, and we should watch out the end credit scene for a sec.
It's the scene from Civil War. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
But I love that.
These are the only MCU movies I never saw in theaters.
Wow. 4. Well, if they ever re-release them, see them, Sean.
The only movie I've seen
release them next year. I have a feeling they will.
Like a 10-hour marathon or something, or more, like a 20-hour
more than 10
marathon.
hours. More than 10 hours, actually.
I would go see that.
Then I'm gonna need a
diehard film.
coffee.
Yeah, Murder Road, the 20-hour extended cut of the movie, that'd be insane. Oh wait, John, your opinion? Who's next?
I'll go. Yeah, this film surprised me. It's a summer movie that worked. It was a little film that it's a character I didn't really connect with until I saw this film. And I'm like, awesome. They made a character that's kind of like Iron Man, but he does his own thing. The film has a lot of heart, a lot of humor that works. It's fast-paced. It doesn't feel long at all. It feels really quick. Connections to the Avengers was fine. Peyton Reed cared about this character. That's why he's front and center. The character, the Evangeline Lilly played was great. I like her. I liked her from the Hobbit films.
Yep.
And she's just really beautiful. And Wasp, I can't wait for her. Yeah, there's that scene. It's about damn time, and then the scene at the end, which is Civil War. Yeah. I was so pumped for that when I saw that, and it led to a movie that was fantastic. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, Ant-Man, Wasp, I can't wait to have one come out.
Ant-Man, it was a great film, a great movie. It's a self-contained movie that is getting a sequel, which I think it deserves because I want to see Wasp fly and just do her thing.
Yeah.
And it was fun and one of the best films I saw in 2015 by far. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Kind of a weak villain. Some characters don't do much. Like what's his name, Bobby Cannavale. He's kind of just thrown in there, but the supporting cast made me laugh. The Russian guy and the black guy and Michael Pena just. They made me laugh a lot in the van.
Yeah, that was so funny.
In the scenes in the van, just man, it was like the Three Stooges.
Yeah,
but it was awesome. A fun movie. I had
they were funny. I actually did really like them.
I was like, they didn't feel like, oh my god, this is just stupid comedic, comic reliefs that I don't care about. No, they had their moments.
Yeah,
according to the director, he says that it will deal with the events or with the aftermath of Civil War with Lang as a global fugitive.
Oh yeah, we can bring him out. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, okay, Ant-Man. It was making a movie about this character that I knew the character, but I never really liked the character, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's kind of silly at first.
Yeah, same.
I was like, how can this gonna work? That's when I started seeing the trailers and stuff. I thought Paul Rudd was an odd choice. I like Paul Rudd as an actor, but I thought he was an odd choice. But okay, Ant-Man. Don't really like this character all that much. I like the character now. Actually, this movie made me respect the character a lot more. But then saw the trailers, I'm like, okay, this might be fun. And then I saw the movie. To be honest with you guys, more than Age of Ultron. I find this movie
that's funny because it's a fun movie. Both of them are equally entertaining.
Yeah,
I could watch both of them back to back, and I'm not angry at either one.
Same here.
Like I said, in my opinion,
are not painful like fantastic. So.
Oh, let's not bring up that abortion of a film, but.
Because that came out a month after they showed the trailer. When I saw Ant-Man, I'm like, "Oh God, that's gonna suck," and it did.
Wait.
Enough said about that. But Ant-Man delivered.
Yeah, this movie.
Enough said about that. Yeah.
I thought Paul Rudd was very likable as Scott Lang. People complain about Yellow Jacket, saying, "Well, Yellow Jacket's not really the villain in the comics." I don't really care about that.
No, I don't care about that either.
Ant-Man comic.
Yeah, because I never
read with the origin. That's it.
Yeah. But Ant-Man was fun. I do really enjoy this movie. I saw this movie twice. That's how freaking fun it was. After seeing Terminator Genesis, it really
Yeah,
took the back.
you know what? I felt like that movie. That was me.
It just took that bad taste of Terminator Genesis out of my mouth. It really
that
made
definitely, without
Yeah.
question, that bombed. Well, this made
Yeah.
a profit, so ha.
Yep.
Yes, Terminator Genesis bombed very fast. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about that piece of crap. But
You know how I felt after seeing Lego Batman. It took the bad taste of Underworld Blood Wars out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's what a
Yeah.
good film does, man.
Yeah, Underworld Blood Wars sucked. God, that movie was horrible.
and
Yeah.
I thought the movie this was an example of a fun comic book film. Scott Lang was very likable. I did like Evangeline Lilly in this film. The trios with Michael Pena, T.I., and the other guy, they were funny as heck.
As,
Yeah, they were
I do like
as
awesome.
Michael Douglas calls them, the Wombats.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym was great. I know. I wish they would have made this movie before Age of Ultron. You know, Hank Pym was the creation of Ultron, as far as I know.
Ant-Man.
Yes, but Ant-Man was fun. This was a fun film, and I do love that when in the opening of this movie, they CGI Michael Douglas to make him look young, which that was great. I thought to myself,
That was great.
wow.
And but see
Marvel,
how
we know
again? See how started awesome too.
Yes. See, Marvel, they do a great job with their CGI. That's what I do love about the Marvel films, and I do love that Scott Lang's aunt friend name is Anthony, which I thought, hey, he got my name. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was cute.
I also like the scene where that asshole guy is talking shit to Hank, and he's like, you know, if only you protected Janet with such velocity. And then he just punches the guy, and then later on, when the guy says, "So how's retirement?" He's like, "How's your face?" I was
Yeah,
like,
that
oh
was funny.
that was so funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
I agree with this critic right here. Marvel has done it again.
Hell yeah.
They have.
Hell yeah.
No one does it better, man.
Yes, DC, take notes. All I gotta say, take notes.
DC,
But
no, DC. One way. Forever God. Don't fuck up Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the only real good for you. I want them to be good. Please don't fuck it up. Please.
Okay. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I have a feeling that good or bad, it's going to be like Ghostbusters, where it's just going to be high ratings just so people don't get shit on for hating women.
Sure.
yeah, but anyways, we're not gonna talk about DC
Really
tonight.
be good, but I have a feeling it's being shitbusters all over again. Only
I'm
give them
hoping that's not true. I mean,
Yes,
we know
Suicide
what-
Squad and Man of Steel all over again. But anyways,
we'll be here all day and play this game late.
wrap this up. After this, we gotta end this. But
Yeah.
Ant-Man, fun movie, like it better than Age of Ultron. Very underrated. Unfortunately, this movie didn't really do that well than most Marvel films, but
It's still managed.
great film.
It's still, man, it made
Yeah,
money back
still
when y'all getting a sequel. Thank God.
Still a very great film. I do, and I'm gonna give it an A-. Not perfect film, but very fun, very enjoyable.
Yeah.
And that's it for Phase 2. We will get to Phase 3 very soon. I don't know when. But we will get to Phase 3. We'll talk about Civil War, Doctor Strange, and maybe the other TV shows. Actually, we're probably gonna do that round the 2. I believe we should do that. We should wait till
I got a bad idea. How about next time we do the TV show, then we do Phase 3.
Or we can do Phase 3 and TV shows all in one.
That's true.
that'd be a great idea.
Iron Fist coming out later this year, in March. So
I haven't seen any of those. Just the Daredevil pilot.
They were great. I highly recommend it.
Daredevil.
They're awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and where they can find you.
You guys can find me on YouTube, Better200591. The link to my Facebook, Twitter, and Google accounts are all on there.
Yep.
And I'm John Avenger on YouTube, and all my links to my YouTube channel and my Twitter and Facebook and my Daily Motion accounts are right there in the description box, so you can check those out.
Yep. Oh shit. You can find my YouTube channel in the description. You can find me on my Twitter, and you follow me at the my YouTube channel. And next up, we'll probably do a TV discussion on Marvel Defender when that comes out soon this year.
Yeah.
And before Guardians,
I'll leave.
commentary.
Yeah.
Yes, we will do that soon one day. We will do that.
I will host. This was my idea. I will host.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'll leave your guys' YouTube channels in the description so they can subscribe to you guys and watch your content. Anyways, guys, this was fun. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys for the many people that are watching. And future, thank you for watching. Anyways, if you see us nerd out and geek out. Oh, Josh, since you're on here, tell them where they can find you. Just type it since you can't really talk.
Yeah, get a new camera, please. Or use a phone.
Or a new computer.
Exactly. I had to get a new one.
Or I think a new mic. No thanks.
Well,
You could just type in so we could I can say where they can find you.
How the fuck Fish the Dog made more money than any other movie? I don't get this logic. This movie sucked.
Ugh.
yeah.
Women, dude.
Yeah.
Women.
Ugh. Then you're gonna hate me, dude. To try and fill out our
Right.
annual top 10 list, I pulled a double feature. I now regret it.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Killerflix, Nerdpack, and YouTube friends. 50 Shades Go to Heck. I do, yes.
Agreed. Yeah,
But anyways,
that's
guys, this was fun. Thank you so much for joining to my fellow
Okay, see
Nerdpack
you
friends.
guys.
See ya.
And I will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.